Three, two, one, and we're live. We're live. What is going on, everyone? Thought I'd start the stream a little early, let people catch up, let people get in here, all that stuff, and then we will dive. The game should be starting in about 10 minutes, so figured why not hang out, talk a little bit, and do all that stuff. Calvin, what is going on, Calvin? Appreciate you being here. Calvin, I believe NBA.com, or if you go to the Drew League website, you should be able to see roster breakdowns. So that's an option for that. But outside of that, everyone that's popping in here, I see people trickling in here. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to come hang out with me, watch this championship game. And anybody that's watching the stream after the stream, thank you so much for taking time out of your day as well to hang out and watch this video. But yeah, in the meantime, figured we'll see who ends up being the champion. Who won yesterday in the championship game? You got the hometown favorites, and then the Black Pearl Elite are the two teams that are showing up today. Black Pearl Elite were like the underdog winner yesterday, and likely would be the underdog winner if they win today. So should be interesting to see how that plays out, and hopefully we here. Let me just want to make sure the streams work good, so there's no errors or anything while we're watching the game. Do that now. Usually this is the time that I do that before I stream, but I figured why not jump on early, let people trickle in here, have some conversations before the game starts. You know, all the fun stuff. What else? And then, all right, we should be good. There we go. But yeah, so like I said, I just want a good game. Just give me a solid game, entertainment. Hopefully it's not a blowout either way. Black Pearl Elite looked like they were gonna were blowing them out yesterday, but they ended up coming back, and then Black Pearl Elite were able to still pull off the win. Do you think KD gets traded? I think it's a matter of when, not if. It's just when is that win. I do think he gets traded eventually. I mean, Nets might play hardball and see like how far is Kevin Durant gonna go. My problem is like why? Like what value are you getting out of it? The only one you're hurting by, holding out and playing hardball is the team. You're hurting the Nets. You're hurting all the players that are part of the Nets that want to buy in and want to give 100%, and all of that. Like, it's just, I don't understand it personally. I think sometimes you're just better to take your bad investment, take your loss, and just move on. Like sometimes that's what you got to do. It sucks, but that's what you got to do. Why isn't this working? Hang on, give me 1 second. But yeah, I think overall, I think eventually the Nets are gonna end up trading. Are gonna end up trading KD, and I think they end up trading Kyrie too. I think it's just, like I said, it's a matter of when, not if. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. But to kind of expand on that is, I do think it's Boston or bust right now, unless somebody comes out of the woodworks. And I mean, look, the Nets, like, if you're the Nets, if you can flip Kevin Durant for, say, Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown, and then turn around and trade Kyrie for, say a Miles Turner, because they don't want the pick, they want more ready to win now players, which is understandable because the Nets can't tank. Like, if you could end up with Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and Miles Turner, and maybe some like random throw-in, like, I think that's a pretty good spot to be in. Because, I mean, think about it. You have a starting five of Marcus Smart, say Seth Curry, Jaylen Brown, Ben Simmons, and Miles Turner. That's a really good starting five. You're really good defensively. You have shooting. You have scoring. You still have T.J. Warren, Patty Mills, Nick Claxton, all of those guys off your bench. Like, you're like 8 to 10 players deep, and you have a really good team. You have a go-to scorer. You're great defensively. You were basically the Celtics of, a couple years ago. And that team went to the Eastern Conference Finals, so I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to get back there if you're the Nets. All right, there we go. Is Phoenix back in it since Boston lost interest? I don't really think Boston lost interest. I think Boston's just like, look, this is what we're willing to give you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Like, I just think they're waiting around for the Nets to kind of cave, which the Nets I think will sooner or later. I mean, they could hold out till training camp, but like if Kevin Durant doesn't show up to training camp, then what? You're gonna hold out till the season and hope that he shows up for the season? Like, he's done everything he can to tell you I don't want to be here. Like, so that's the big thing. Phoenix, problem with Phoenix, they can't make the trade till like January, and not only can they not make the trade till January, DeAndre Ayton has veto power in any trade. So like, what if he doesn't want to go to the Nets? What if he's like, I ain't going to the Nets? Like, then that ends the trade discussion. Unless they can work out a 3-team deal and maybe he goes to a team he wants, but who knows where he's at. Sports. What's going on, Wayne? Sports decided into place, yo. What's going on, Wayne? 7:55 a.m. Monday here in Sydney, Australia. Well, thank you for hanging out early on in the manana with me. I appreciate it. On a Monday, you're a time traveler, Wayne. Trade Durant for a box of tissues. Tissues will soak less. I mean, at this point, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, these guys, Kevin Durant, I don't know how much more Kevin Durant's got to do to say, like, look, I don't want to be here. Durant's attitude makes him a big risk to trade. It does, but, trade him and make it somebody else. Teams are going to trade for him. Like, you're going to get a good deal for Kevin Durant because it's Kevin Durant, and teams are going to take the chance on, like, well, this is the place. Like, Kevin Durant only went there for Kyrie. They did Kyrie wrong. We're not going to be in that position, so we'll be good. That's what I think teams are looking at it as. But I think there's definitely risk. I don't want to say, like, there's no risk, no concerns, no nothing. But I don't think I think teams will take the chance, especially if they believe they're a contender. Like, the only reason that the Celtics want to trade Jaylen Brown is because they think he's going to leave in 2 years. Which he could. He's not going to sign an extension because he makes more money if he becomes a free agent. And he wants to be the number one guy. And now he's in trade talks. So you think he's going to be happy? Like, he might not be a guy that's happy to hang around and stick it out. So it's just something to keep in mind. But I do. I think teams will take the chance on Durant. I think, it is a risk, but it's Kevin Durant. If he buys in, you're a contender. I just think the only thing, like I said, the only thing that's getting hurt is the Nets and the Nets team and the players that are on the Nets. Like, like you have all these players that want to buy in, that want to give 100%, that want to show up, that want to play. And it's like, you're going to what? You're holding out for what? Hoping that maybe Kevin Durant turns it around and says, okay, I want to be here. Like, every time you've tried that, it hasn't worked and it's gotten worse. So, Wayne Turner 4. If you're asking like what teams are gonna trade for Durant, like I really think the Celtics will give up Jaylen Brown for Durant because, like I said, they're worried that he's going to leave. There's a lot of questions about like does he want to be the number one guy, which I think he does, and will you have an opportunity to get a player like Kevin Durant in exchange for Jaylen Brown, say next year, because next year would be his contract year. So a lot of concerns, a lot of questions when it comes to that. I think Phoenix would sell their entire team if they had to, if it meant getting him other than Devin Booker. Like, as long as they could keep Devin Booker and Chris Paul, I think they would trade everybody for Kevin Durant, whatever they got to do. So you're probably getting a really good package from the Suns, but you got to wait till January for that, and then whatever other teams come out. The problem is, like, I understand why a team like the Raptors, they don't want to trade their young guys because they're trying to they're in it for the long haul right now. I think it just depends on the team that's in the position and where they are as a team. KD to Lakers, I would love that. Like, I would love if they could trade Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, for KD and Kyrie. I'd even give up the picks because you're probably guaranteed or pretty close to. I don't know. I don't see that happening. I don't see the Nets making that deal. I don't see the Lakers ultimately doing that deal. I don't think KD wants to play with LeBron. So I think that that's something. He should have never left my Warriors once or Warriors. Yeah, I've said that myself. Like, I think the biggest mistake he made was leaving the Warriors. He should have stuck it out with the Warriors, hung out with them, and made it work. I mean, that was the best position for him because he was in a position where he didn't have to be the guy. He could just play basketball. There was no drama, no nonsense, no nothing. Draymond Green yelled at you, boo-hoo. Like, grow up, move on, stick it out. But he didn't. Elton John, Benny and the Nets. Benny and the Nets. Nets will want Marcus Smart as well. Yeah, I mean he will. And look, if you're the Celtics, I don't think Marcus Smart is the deciding factor. You got Malcolm Brogdon, which is going to basically be your sort of replacement for Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart, don't get me wrong, he's a great player, and people look at it as like he won Defensive Player of the Year. But he was not a Defensive Player of the Year level player. It's just the Celtics defense was so good last year. But if you look at Marcus Smart's individual numbers, he wasn't much higher than league average. Even guys like Mikal Bridges and stuff, like he was far better than him. There was like several players that were much better defensively than Marcus Smart. It's just the Celtics defense was so good last year, and he was the sort of key piece to that. For the team defense, that he ended up getting that. I don't think losing Marcus Smart is the end of the world, especially if Brogdon can come in and give you the same production. So, that question just comes down to health. Like, can he stay healthy? If he can stay healthy, you're in a good position. What's going on, Lake Show Broco? Appreciate you being here. How you doing? Getting ready for this game here. Waiting around. They're running late now. I even started the stream early so we can have some talks, have some discussions, hang out a little bit, and then jump into the game. But so far, they're lagging. But nonetheless, it's awesome. I'm glad you're all here. I'm glad we're talking, having these conversations. We got people in the chat. If you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed. But, yeah, outside of that, I mean, this next 3-4 weeks is going to be very interesting because you still have Donovan Mitchell. I think that there's going to be some smaller trades that we don't expect. I'm not talking about block puts. I'm saying a small move. Like Jay Crowder goes to whatever, he goes to the Pelicans for somebody. I could see a bunch of really small moves happening. I also think there's a lot of free agents still on the market. What's going to happen with Colin Sexton? I have a video coming out later today on this channel. After this stream, I'm going to post it, of Colin Sexton. The Mavs and the Cavs talked about Colin Sexton trade, but it didn't go through. What's going to happen with him? I think very likely he's going to have to sign a 1-year prove-it deal. I think that's very likely what's going to have to happen. He's going to end up signing he's going to play for 15 to 18 million with the Cavs 1 year, and then he'll be a free agent, and then hopefully he showed enough to go get a deal elsewhere. Or a team's going to sign and trade. But at this point, not a lot of teams have money, and what assets are you giving up, and are you willing to be hard capped over it? It's another big question. So Colin Sexton is going to be interesting, but I dive more into that in that video, so look forward to that video at 6 p.m., which should be after the stream, or a little after the stream. If I ran an NBA team, as if, I wouldn't bother trading for Durant. His attitude is terrible. I agree. And I'm sure there are plenty of teams that feel that way. But depending on what team you have after the Durant trade, I mean, if you're the Celtics, you're probably the best team in the East. If you get that deal done. As long as everyone's healthy, you're about as close to winning a championship as it gets. That's something else. They are as late as the late collective. Facts. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. They are. They're encroaching on the late collective territory. So far, they're technically 5 minutes late. So I just started the stream early so we could all talk, and I could let people trickle in and stuff. Because it usually takes YouTube 20 minutes to put out the notifications to everybody. So Will anyone want Russell Westbrook, the stat man? Not the player. I mean, eventually. I mean, if you get Russell Westbrook for the right price and the right team, like, I think the Washington Wizards would be perfect for him. Like, they really need a point guard. They really need, or a starting point guard, I should say. He was great for them. He led the team along with Bradley Beal and a bunch of, like, essentially nobodies to the playoffs. Like, the fans love him, everything. I think that's the place to go. But game's on.
Who's gonna
Here we
win
go.
the award?
We got the championship thing. So here, let me put these back on.
Is Mr.
That way
Baxter
we
here?
can hear it, and we'll still talk and have our
Baxter
dialogue.
family.
But at least we're on. There we go. But yeah, sorry to finish my statement. Wayne is teams will want Westbrook the contract because he has a really good contract. If you're a team that wants to clear the board,
and I think that you need to really
Durant
pay
can
attention. A lot of you are here
25
for the
game
first
every
time
game.
this year.
Easy, if not more.
So
Will
the
game
thing
be
about
over,
the Drew
under?
League is that
Will the game
we don't
be
forget.
over?
Okay,
or
so
under
these
20 minutes
awards
like the game yesterday. No, this game's in LA.
players who paved
So
the way
this game is not Seattle.
for where we
thing,
are
so
today.
this should be a whole game. Yeah, I know that was rough.
The
yesterday.
first award is the Community Award.
Oh, they're doing some awards. Hey, let's see.
Now, the Community Award is given out for Chris and Jonathan Baxter. Chris and Jonathan Baxter were tremendous players. As you can see, the people who are coming out on this court. Not only were they tremendous players, but they were two young men who stood 6'4", about 215, 20 pounds, and what they did, they had a heart of gold. And they were going out training kids all over the city, not charging a dime. They just
Right,
loved
man.
training kids.
Keep the floor dry.
And they were one of the best. Those two brothers were two of the best players in the Drew League. But unfortunately, one night, taking a friend home, and this was only, I'm going to say 4 years ago. 4 years ago, taking the kids home. Now, you got to remember, these kids, the Baxter brothers were only like 24, 23 years old. And unfortunately, we had a driver who fell asleep and ran into them head on, killing these two great athletes,
I haven't finalized.
two brothers at the same time, and we lost them. And so from that point, we decided to do a community award in their honor. The dad is here, and he's going to call out the recipient of this community award. And this is a person who kind of does what Chris and Jonathan did, just helping. And you'll see who it is. I want to present
That's nice.
Mr. Baxter.
They didn't do this last year, did they?
Thank you again, Dino. Thank the Drew family, the foundation, the Smiley family, the Ware family, and just all the friends and they come out to support every year. Chris and John were more than just basketball players. They loved the Drew League. The Drew was their home. I want everybody to listen right now. Please listen up. You know, I lost my oldest at 26 and my youngest at 23. Chris played 9 years in this league. Jonathan played 7 years in this league. I go back to the 70s with Dino. I'm just telling you, they gave it all. And when they weren't playing basketball, they were training kids, working with special needs kids and adults all the time. And I don't want anybody to take life for granted. Tell the people that are around you that you love them, that you care about them. You see the people that are standing behind me.
That is, Wayne. That's tough, man.
I feel their prayers every day,
Man.
and I thank them for coming out. This year we're going to give out this community award out to Coach Van Myers. I appreciate you so much. On behalf of my sons, Christopher and Jonathan Baxter, here's a 2022 community award in the name of Christopher and Jonathan Baxter. Van Myers, come on out. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, brother. Take a picture.
Guys, come on.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Take the mic from him. Let him take his picture, man. Grab the mic. The Drew League is like, it's a pro-am league. It was started, it's like one of the first pro-am leagues. Started in like 73.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Um,
Thank you.
And it was just
you.
like a place to showcase like young up and coming talent. And then it got really popular, like really, really popular. Like kind of took off in 2012, something like that. When a lot of during the NBA lockout, a lot of NBA players started playing in the Drew League because they wanted to get workout and they couldn't play at their facilities, they couldn't play in the league, anything like that. So the Drew League started taking on NBA players.
Next up,
Like Kobe played
once
in the
again,
Drew
we
League,
need your
James
attention,
Harden,
guys.
LeBron, like all of those guys, and it really just skyrocketed.
this
its
award
popularity.
here was a tough decision. It really came down to the end, and we just felt that this one particular coach executed and did everything that he could do to get his team to victory. The 2022 Drew League Don L. Williams Coach of the Year goes to Lamar Gale, Black Pearl Elite.
BP. Coach of the Year. Hey, he did a really good job with him. They beat the number 1 overall team twice. They were the only team to beat that team. And now they're in the championship. BPE played really well. He was able to get them to buy in. Well, since they're giving out awards, you know what would be an excellent award for me is if you like this video and you subscribe to the channel. Those two things would be just top notch. Top notch. So like the video and subscribe to the channel. Those can be my awards for being an awesome YouTuber and streamer. That would be nice. Michael Arts and Crafts Trophy. Trophies are so small. I mean, you gotta understand, it's a free league.
The next trophy, if we
You
can
know?
have the McKenzie
They get all
family
their money
supporters
from
please come
sponsorships
out
and advertisements.
to the court. Spud McKenzie was a tremendous defensive player.
Coach of the YouTube.
And once again, we lost him at a young age. And the way he prided himself on defense was amazing. So we lost him a few years back. And we've been giving this award out for the past 5 years. So I'm gonna have Spud McKenzie's mom make the presentation.
Spud McKenzie, huh? That's taking it back.
Okay, the trophy is the Maurice Spuds McKenzie Defensive Player of the Year Award, and it's awarded to Jordan Bell.
Nice. Is Montrezl Harrell gonna get the MVP award? I think he was like one of the best candidates. Yeah, I think Montrezl Harrell's gonna get. Yeah, I think Montrezl Harrell gets the MVP award. What other content do you do? Well, I mean, I have the sports channel. I mean, outside of live streams, I do like the live streams and stuff here, and then I post like videos, just regular videos on all the sports. We'll definitely be diving into football this upcoming season, and then I have the Lakers channel, As It Stands Lakers, which there should be a link in the description of this video. If you're a Laker fan, go check out that because I'm a Laker fan. So why not have a channel talking about Lakers? And then I do have another channel, Fate Decided, where a guy like Wayne knows me from, where like I talk like movies and stuff and just kind of hang out with the community that I've built over there. It's basically like just like horror movies, and then I have a Fake
Couple more,
Talks
you
Films
guys.
channel
As you can see,
where I talk like all movies. So
these
yeah.
next two trophies,
Oh yeah,
these
see,
next
look,
two
Wayne coming through
awards
with the clutch. Fate
go
Decided,
way
Fate Talks
back.
Films. The Lethal Collective is
This one right
is
here
me and three other
was the most inspirational
horror,
player
like, movie YouTubers,
this is the
horror
player
movie YouTubers
who plays hard,
and we
doesn't
all,
give up.
every week.
takes
go
on
and do
all
that stuff.
challenges. And he took on a mighty big challenge earlier
I'll try to get
this
some
year.
links in the description
But
for
he
you
didn't
guys,
back
if you guys
down.
want to check it out.
And this is
Thank
what
you, Wayne. I
Kevin L.
appreciate you.
Dandridge was all about. Tough, tenacious, play hard. And the award is named after Kevin L. Dandridge, who passed away in a silly drive-by in 1990. Yes,
Dang.
32 years ago. We've been giving this award ever since. His mother is here, and we want to bring out Ms. Blake to come out and present this to the most inspirational player. Kevin L. Dandridge Award, Ms. Blake and family.
Most inspirational player?
Thank you, Mr. Smiley. And to everyone, all of the coaches, and to everyone for your support, the Drew League, we appreciate you. Today we're going to give out Kevin L. Dandridge Most Inspirational Player Award goes to Dion Wright.
Dion Wright.
Black Pearl Elite.
That dude's been talking his
Dion, are you
shit
here?
the entire tournament. That dude. I mean, I guess
Dion
it's
is
a form
coming.
of. I guess it's a form of of inspiration. But look at Dion.
This way.
What else we got?
Congratulations, Dion.
Do you have to pay for the live stream of the game itself? No, I believe you could stream it on NBA. I have like the league pass or whatever, so I've never had any problems. But I think you could just like go and stream it yourself. The Drew Leagues. And what if an NBA was to win all the trophies? Hey, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. LeBron getting the MVP. Lee Drew.
Our final
LeBron's not
award.
playing today.
This is the second time in 49 years that this award was so tight. We went to the very end to try to figure this out.
Thank you, SC.
We stayed up all
I see
night
you. Hope to see you.
trying to
channel,
get
bro.
it done, and
I'll
then we
support.
said,
Thank
hey,
you. Thank you so much.
you know
I really
what?
do appreciate it.
Let's
That's
do
the
two
plan,
of them.
right? That's the plan.
So bringing out the award for
Yeah,
the
I know,
Clarence
like,
Clink
all the awards are
Worship
named after it is.
co-MVP is one of our legends, Mr. Dane Onion Settles, to bring the award out. Onion.
What awards? Who's winning the MVP?
Dane Settles, come on out with the
That's the guy who dropped
awards.
20 on LeBron. Yeah, Dion Wright. Did LeBron play every game for his team? No, he only played that one game. That was it. It was just like a little cameo. Like remember when you were a kid, you're doing shoot around or something, you get the let me get a
Give
celebrity
you the
shot. That's what
background
LeBron
on
was.
this
LeBron was
award.
a
This is
celebrity shot.
1989 now. 1989. Lolita, come on out, babe. 1989. Our MVP player, the most valuable player, in 1989 was Clarence Clink Worship. Clarence was something else. A tremendous player. He would have been voted most valuable player, but he died in a car accident on the freeway going to visit a friend of his who was incarcerated, and they fell asleep on the wheel, and we lost Clarence in 1989. And so now for the last 33 years, we've been giving this. So there's 33 MVPs out there. Well, actually, it might only be 30 because I think Frank Nitti got 3 of them in a row one time. So,
Frank.
but these are some beautiful awards. I have Clarence Clink Worship's baby's mother. This is the child. She is the children's mother of Clarence Clink Worship. Along with Dane Settles, we're going to present these awards And we're hoping that the recipients are here. Let's do 1 and 1. Okay, you want to do that one? Ladies first. So Lolita is going to read out one of the MVPs.
First of all, I want to thank the Drew League, Chanel, Dino. This is just amazing. This family has been just amazing to us. We really appreciate you. I don't know how to thank you guys, but I love you guys. So the Clarence Clank Worship Most Valuable Player Award goes to Chris Allen, Nationwide Soldiers.
Really? I mean, Chris Allen was fantastic. He was the only one keeping them alive last game. That dude was single-handedly doing everything. Like, that dude was working hard. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Chris Allen was really good this year. Really good this year for them. So. Yeah, I can respect that. Who's the worst NBA player to receive the MVP? I mean, everybody that's won an MVP has been really good. I mean, you can make an argument for like Steve Nash. Like, you know, he took Kobe's MVP. Kobe deserved it. But Steve Nash is a great player. Bob Pettit, I think he has like the fewest games played or something.
Okay, we have one more because I said we went deep into the night trying to figure this out.
Karl Malone, I think, won an NBA championship.
NBA
championship. MVP. I think Karl Malone won an MVP, and he only played like 30 games, 36 games.
I just want
to
thank Dino for giving me this opportunity to present this MVP award to one of the top players in the Drew League. I want to thank the Adidas family.
They just made an MVP for Montrezl Harrell. Watch. If Montrez wins this MVP, they just made an extra one just so they can give it to him.
It is a blessing. Keep love first. But I want to bring on this player who I think typifies basketball and the new generation of what a player should be. The Clarence Clank Worship Co-MVP Award goes to one of the most hardest playing players that I have ever witnessed, Montrezl
I told you.
Harrell.
I told you. Montrezl, they made that award just so they could give it to Montrezl
Tracy, you want
Harrell.
to pick it up for
I
him,
told
please?
you. Man.
Coach Tracy, Public Enemy, is going to
That's exactly what that was.
No. I want Tracy to come and get it.
Montrezl Harrell deserved the MVP this season. That's why I said earlier he deserved the MVP this season and he should have won it. But, like, come on, man. They didn't want to just give it to an NBA player. I guarantee you that's what it was. They made a co-MVP. Like he even said, we went deep this year. Like, no, you just didn't want to give an NBA player the award because, you know, it's an NBA player. Like, that is hilarious. That is great. Double MVP. That's what I'm saying. They literally just made.
So we're going to get started. We're going to move the table. Let the guys warm up for a little while.
Great.
And remember, we're playing for rings for the second year.
That's funny.
Beautiful rings.
Sorry,
they will
that's
be
hilarious.
fitted in the locker room of the
They were
championship
like, we
team.
can't give it to. We can't
Once
just
again,
give Montrezl Harrell
the championship rings will be fitted in
we'll
the
just
locker
make
room
one for him.
at the conclusion of this game.
That's
Shout out
great.
to Mr. Marcus Johnson.
He's not getting
One
one
of the great
in the NBA,
ones.
so he'll take it. Yeah, facts.
Appreciate you guys. DJ, let's bring him out, man.
Do you think people are overhyping Luka? Nah, Luka's great, man.
Wow, what an amazing
I do think people that are like he's an
ceremony.
all-time great already
Beautiful.
are overhyping
Beautiful.
him.
First of all,
But I
you know,
think,
learning about the
I think he's going to
history
be up there.
of
Karl
some
Malone was awesome that year.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Karl
The
Malone was
tributes
incredible
of
that
each
year,
of the
but he
trophies.
played
I mean,
36
that's
games, if
beautiful
I'm not mistaken.
in itself. And
It
then
was
obviously,
36
huge
games.
shout out to all of our winners. I mean,
Barkley
a little bit of a
taking
surprise there with the
So much-
MVP.
The problem with that, though, is that, like, I think that was
we
just,
called
like,
it.
I
Obviously,
think that
Chris
was like,
Allen.
you know, the
and
media
Montrez,
said it's
well
sick of
deserved
voting.
for the
Like LeBron
co-MVP
should have
award.
an MVP almost
But, you
every
know,
year.
I learned a little bit
you
myself.
get that
My 10th year of being
gets
in the Drew
draining,
League,
you know what I mean?
I learned some of the backstory of, and I remember, you know, the back.
Let me mute that until they start the game so we can talk and I can answer your questions. But yeah, I mean, that's all. Like that's all it is. Damn, I missed everything. Don't worry, Sharpshooter, you're good. It was just the awards, and you got the good awards. They made a new one so you couldn't be mad. That's facts. That's what I'm saying, man. They were just like, oh, here, we can't give you the MVP trophy because we got to give it to somebody that's actually a part of the league. That's great. But hey, like I said, if you guys want to, I got 105 of you in this stream. You know what awards you could give me? Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Liking this video and subscribing to the channel is my MVP award. So if you guys could do that, that'd be wonderful. Subscribe and like. But what else we got? Hey, Wayne, taking me. Montel Jordan, this is how we do. This is how we do it. Hey, Luka over MJ. Luka created no BS. Yeah. Easier standout and a one-man team. Yeah, very true. Mavs and Nuggets, the one-man team. Yeah, very true. Very true. Especially when you're the star. Problem, like I said, the problem is, like, you know, like a lot of these players, like, in all fair, like, in seriousness, like Jordan back in the day, like, he should have won every MVP. LeBron, this generation, should have won every MVP. Can you really give all of these guys MVPs every single year? Eventually, you got to, like, move off of it. Like, you know, we had that stretch where, like, every year was a different MVP. You know, you had Kevin Durant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Then you had, Joker, like, stuff like that. Luka created LeBron. Might be the other way around, but close. But that's funny. Hopefully this is a good game. That's all I hope for. But give me a second while this game's while they're doing warm-ups and stuff. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go
into their soul. We can see them here warming up. It's gonna be a good game.
Yes, it is, man. And I know, me and you were talking a little bit off air, you know, about our predictions. We'll bring them up shortly, but
absolutely,
either way, I'm expecting a very tight game. These two ball clubs are battle tested, and they both have depth. I mean, obviously, you know, with hometown favorites, DeAnthony Melton, he's a star. He's going to lead the way, but it's more than just him.
This guy, Jerry Evans.
Right on cue.
That's the one.
Right on cue.
Shout out to our producers because literally he has been amazing throughout this playoffs. He is a hometown favorite for real. I mean, grew up in this area and also, you know, went to the University of Nevada. But his performance yesterday, I think, is just a testament to all the hard work. And both of these teams just really want to win. You can tell. You can see the heart, the grit. It's going to be a battle.
It's going to be a battle. And Jerry Evans, I mean, I felt like he made like his first, 7 shots yesterday before he finally missed?
He could not miss.
It was amazing. It was so amazing. But like you said, it's going to be an amazing game. And then on the BPE side, like, obviously we mentioned Deion Wright, but even beyond him, we saw Mikey. Oh, my God.
Yes.
2 amazing step-back crossover yesterday against Trey Holder.
20 points.
20 points.
8 rebounds.
8 rebounds.
4 assists.
Come on now.
He had a stat line yesterday, and he got hot early. I think that's one of the keys to the games, obviously, is him just making sure that he's confident in his right, you know, but get him going early so that he can make sure that those shots are falling.
Most definitely.
I think one of the other things is it's coaches, right? So on the one side, we have Reggie Morris, who is the coach of hometown favorites, versus the new coach of the year in Lamar Gale on the BPE side. So it's gonna be a well-coached game. It's gonna be a well-played game, well-fought. And you see DeLon Wright, another hometown favorite. You know, he grew up in this area as well. Jarrell Wright, his brother, has won a championship with D-Wade. So there's a lot of just writing on this in terms of bragging rights.
Yes, it is. And, you know, DeLon Wright, he's a guy who can do a little bit of everything. He's athletic, you know, has the length, can play defense, can score. So he's going to really have to step up today because I have to assume, Lojo, that BPE's defensive scheme is like, listen, we can't let Melton beat us. So I'm not going to be surprised if they bring in double teams early in the game to force him to pass the ball. So who's going to step up for hometown favorites outside of Melton? That's going to be the key to them winning.
That is, and I feel like Chris Barnes has gotten hot at certain times in the season. Number 3, I mean, obviously Jerry Evans, when he gets going early, even when he gets going in the second half, he's unstoppable. So I think that they have enough pieces we can lead into the predictions on that one.
Yes.
Who do you have winning this game?
Man, this has been such a tough one. I've been tossing and turning all night, Lojo, thinking about this game. But I have to go with BPE, and let me tell you why.
Okay, tell me why.
It's not because the roster. If you look at the paper, you look at the roster,
Right.
I give the edge to the hometown favorite.
Right.
But it was actually your post-game interview yesterday, talking to Vince Camper, the leader of Black Pearl Elite, and Mikey, and just their mindset, their focus. It was just their grit. Something just feels like something's in the air for BPE, and I feel like it's just their time
It might
to
be
shine.
the awards, but, you know, I do say that they have been one of the kind of underdogs in this league. Nobody expected them to be here, especially playing against Public Enemy in the semifinals. I mean, nobody expected them to be here. But one of the things I will say is I'm going with hometown favorites. I'm just going to put that on wax.
Tell us why, Lojo. The people want to know why.
They do all of the little things, and I feel like they've been here a couple of times before. They've been here twice, and they lost.
Perfect.
So I feel like they have the chip on their shoulder as well.
And by 3.
Cater
To be honest, those
Traore,
stands I really wish
Ofure,
could
like
keep
anybody,
those
it's
they
kind
could
of like
do
a,
way
it's a
unboxed.
team effort.
Played bad,
Hometown
but
favorites is
unfortunately,
like
I
by
didn't really
team,
watch
by
the finals.
committee.
It was boring.
They do
No, I mean,
everything right
Dallas
at the right
was just
moment,
on an
and they've been
absolute
here
tear.
before. So that's
Like,
why I'm
nobody
going to
was
pick
beating Dallas
hometown
that year.
favorites to win.
I'm
was
not
just-
mad at you at all,
it was
Lojo.
just
Like I
too
said,
good.
this game can go either way. I
It can.
toss and turn all night.
I
even
wish
making my
that
pick.
Drew Wade was on the line, because then
The
I
one-man
really have a
team award
problem.
thing.
Oh, man, I can't bet on Drew Wade today because I really don't know. It's kind of up in the air. I'm picking BPE, but honestly, I would not be surprised at all if hometown wins.
Well, I feel good because Law Murray, who's covered this league for about the same amount of time as me, 9 years, he's worked at ESPN, he is worked at the Athletic. He picked hometown favorites too, so I'm feeling pretty good about my prediction right now.
Y'all teaming up against me, huh? That's what it sounds like,
You
Lojo.
know, we got to get Shayna's prediction at some point in time.
No, we definitely will. We got to get Shay Live prediction at
Do you
some
smell
point. If
what
I'm not mistaken, I think Shay Live was rewarded
Do you smell what the Jimmy is
BPE,
cooking?
Shirt, a custom shirt.
Oh, wow.
We gonna get her on later on, and we gonna ask
We're
her.
definitely going to get the post-game interview and
Right.
see that shirt.
Debbie
I don't know if she brought it with her or not, but
The
I'm pretty sure
sad
she
thing
was
is, I know
rewarded
exactly what
a
that is,
BPE
Wade.
shirt a couple weeks ago.
I
so
love it.
If my gut tells me she's gonna agree with me, Lojo.
Well, let's just talk about the environment as we look. You know, courtside, we got one of the N1 ballers. And as you can see there, we have Vince Camper
You guys think this is a
and
good
Jerry
game or you think
Evans,
it's a blowout?
captains of the team.
Yeah.
I think if
Talking
anyone
over
gets
with an
blown out, it's
all-female
BPE.
ref crew. I mean,
Let it be known.
amazing. It's amazing to see only at the Drew League can you see an all-female official crew. And Crystal is one of my favorites. I got to speak with her earlier this season, and she just mentioned how much of a career she's had because of the Drew. She's had opportunity after opportunity, and that's what the Drew provides. I mean, no excuse, just produce.
Yes.
We talk about it all day, but stick with it. One of the N1 ballers is sitting courtside. We see Marcus Johnson, a Hall of Fame legend for the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, it's
legends
How
here.
much is
It's
Big
legends.
Mac
It's
Jordan
full
going to
house.
have?
for sure.
The guy shooting at the free throw line, Big Mac Jordan.
And we see, like you said, Vince Camper here at the line. I want to talk about him, man. He's just a guy who, again, the stat
How
stat
long until
line,
the
the
actual
stat
game
sheet
starts?
may
Your
not
guess is
tell
as
the
good as
full
mine.
picture
Probably
of
within the
his
next, like,
impact for BPE,
10 minutes or
but
so,
his
I'd imagine.
leadership
5,
on the
10
court,
He's a vet.
playmaking ability.
No, Frank
and late
Nitti got
game,
eliminated
shooting
yesterday.
capability as well.
And
Him
he's
and-
playing
him
through
and
an
Montrezl
ankle
Harrell
injury.
were on
I
the
mean,
same
he's
team,
been
and,
plagued
he
with
got
an ankle
eliminated.
injury.
They lost.
He rolled his ankle, I
They
believe,
lost
in
to,
week
BP.
9, and has been kind of playing through it. And you know, when you get older, those injuries kind of
I'm
lag
kind of shocked
on
that
for a little
YouTube
bit
hasn't
longer.
taken down
So
your live
I'm
stream
excited to
instead,
see
since you're
how
watching
he
this
does.
game.
He played
No,
well yesterday.
it's because these
for
games
them.
are free.
I
Like, if
believe
I tried to
he
watch like an
scored 20.
NBA game, YouTube will
So-
take my live stream now. But these
gonna be a
games are
fight.
free
And I remember
games.
during your interview,
stuff
you
like
said,
that.
Mikey, he's 10 years
What
younger than
can
me. I
happen,
always
and it's
tell him,
happened
"Get me to
before,
the
is
fourth quarter. I'm old.
they'll give me
I'm
like
old
a
now,
copyright
Mikey."
claim,
He's passing the torch.
which means like I can
Anyway.
show the game, I just
But
can't
Mikey
make money
was
off of
incredible
it.
yesterday
That's
for
why
them.
that's why I have like the
Like
super
you
chats
said,
and Venmo and
when I
Cash
talked to
App
him
because that's
post-game,
kind of
he
how I
just
make
talked
my
about
money on these things. Not
they're doing
that,
it
not
for
that you guys
something
have
good
to
as
give
well.
me super
Talk
chats or
about the
donate or
inspiration
anything,
behind the
but
awards.
it's just it does help
Black
kind of
Pearl
make up
Elite,
the loss
they're
of
playing for
revenue that
Dayton
I'll
Who,
get for this.
who passed away
but,
tragically,
yeah.
I believe in 2017,
Um,
and they have had that chip on their
Heat
shoulder
had no
as
shot in
well, just to
2014.
make sure
Spurs
they live
shot
up
them out the gym.
to the legacy that
They
he
were on
had
a mission
out
after
here on the
losing the
court.
year before.
I
Yeah,
got an
he kind
opportunity
of got
to
lucky
watch
in
him
2014.
firsthand,
Turned out he should have
and he was
some
one of
Yeah,
those players
you're not wrong.
that you just
You're
feel
wrong.
his presence when he
not wrong at all. Who else is playing besides Harrell? No, Montrez already lost. He was on Frank Nitty's team. He lost to BPE yesterday. The game is in
Bragging
LA.
rights are on the line. And you see D right there warming up. Washington
but you got
Wizards.
you got what? You got
And a
was it
hometown
DeLon
favorite.
Wright?
Just think about it. The winner
Who else is on
of today's game has a full year of just bragging rights, just walking around letting them know, hey, we were the winners of the #1 Pro-Am league in the world, Lojo.
And I just want to shout out Chanel Smiley because all season long, she celebrated her birthday yesterday,
Yes,
so
she
happy
did.
belated. But all season long, she has showed up as the champion that she is and been amazing. I mean, to put on a PABC Classic, to take a team to Italy. I mean, there's just legendary things that she's done.
All right, Big Mac Jordan.
Yes, it has been.
Dude, number
It looks
23, I'm
like,
telling you.
Lojo, we're about to do our
What's the over/under on
name
how
our
many
starters
shots he
here
just
for
throws up?
Postgame, so let's
Every
go.
time that dude
Time.
drives to the
So
basket,
mouthpiece.
he doesn't
Shout out
play to
mouthpiece.
score and finish. He plays for a foul. So he just like throws the ball over his head. Let's do some like fake odds. I say he
Next
at
up,
least 4
That
times
high flyer
he
rebounder,
just
number
throws
18,
the ball
Cater
some like
Trejo.
crazy shot rather than like actually finishing at the rim.
Next up, the man that had the hot hand yesterday turned out the whole gym. That hood avatar, #1, Jerry Evans. Next up, that man that's a Washington Wizard. Been playing here since he was a pup. My man, #5, DeLon Wright.
See, there's Dion Wright.
And last but not
DeLon
least,
Wright.
the torture from that deep range, all the way from the Philly 76ers, DeAnthony Melton, y'all.
And there's Milton. So
Coached by Coach Morris, Coach Roy, and Coach Gettleberg, and Coach Kevin. And here comes Long Live Day Smooth, Black Pearl
DeLon's on
Elite.
hometown favorites.
First up,
Number 23, I call
the
him
man
Big Mac
that's an
Jordan. His
anchor
real name's Camper, but
and a pure problem. Give it up for number 16, Don Newpo. Next up, the big fella in the middle that loves to do the dirty work, number 15, Jace Johnson, y'all. Next up, this man had crossovers galore and buckets galore, making the highlight reel what it is. My man, Mike Nwabazor.
Mikey's pretty good, number 5.
Next up, he became a fan favorite. Said that this is the best season of his life. My homeboy, when he put the high beams on, he's in a zone. Give it up for Dion Wright, y'all.
Dion.
And last but not least, that MVP, the man that does his dirty work outside and inside.
Big Mac
Number
Jordan.
23, Vince Camper, a.k.a. Black Bane, a.k.a. Body Snatcher. Coached
Should be a good game.
by LG and Big Huff.
Did Frank Nitty's team make it? Nah, they lost
Now
yesterday.
get ready for a
Feels like
fan-filled
DeLon
event.
Wright has been in the NBA
First
for
of
a decade.
all, I
That's
wanna
because he
say
has
a
like
special
5
shout out to
brothers
my
that have
man
played in
George,
have played in the league.
Voice of the Drew, he is the homie. He started
Milton
this
in Office
off. I'm
Space.
only finishing it.
Number
Much
23,
love
Vince
to
Camper, is
him,
a former
yo.
2015
The
Drew League
best,
MVP, the Body
the
Snatcher.
Mount
Yes,
Rushmore
yes,
of
yes, Mr.
MCs.
Boston, that is correct.
That man,
Tim Hardaway.
Chick Hearns, Stu Lance, Robbie Lawler, Ralph Lawler, Steel Bill, Sonny Wells, R.I.P., that man George, and yours truly. Let's get it popping, man.
Thanks so much for that mouthpiece. And he got me hyped right now, just
Oh
the
my
way he announcing
gosh.
the starters.
So excited. Let's look at these lineups. Hometown favorites. We got D. Wright, DeAnthony Melton, Jerry Evans,
Say it.
Cater Treyor, and Chris Barnes, the sharpshooter.
Yes. Of course, on Black Pearl Elite, you got Don Webro, Mike Nwabuzar, Dion Wright, Jay Johnson, and Vince Camper. Amazing game right here. And we are moments away from tip-off.
Very exciting.
I just want to see which one of these ball clubs is going to start off fast. We've seen these last couple weekends that a lot of these games are decided by how the game started. You put yourself in too big of a hole, and it's hard for you to catch up. So we're going to see how this game starts.
Well, both of these teams yesterday came out.
Before the game starts, don't forget
shooting.
to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
Aggressive.
Really
so
helps me out.
I'm excited to see.
Like the
It
video
might go that
and
way,
subscribe.
but I think it's going to be a game of
Subscribe.
defense.
We only got 35
Both
likes
these
and
teams
there's
are going to
96
have to
people in
heavily
here. It takes
guard
1 second
the
for you to hit that
sharpshooters,
like
and
button.
they
Hit that like
both were
button.
stacked
Subscribe to the
with a
channel.
couple of
Really
them.
helps me out.
So it's going to be a good game. Tip off right here, only on the NBA app.
Yeah, DeAnthony Melton. Yeah.
Jerry Evans and Jace Johnson. And here we go.
Looking to buy one, actually. Yeah,
Black
I imagine
Pearl
it's probably
Elite
expensive.
wins the tip. And Mike,
I don't know why the Grizzlies traded him either.
player of the game yesterday.
Swings over to Don. He finds Deion Wright in the post. Back to Mikey. Dribble drives, kicks it back out to Deion. Shot clock ticking down. He pulls up. Too short.
Blow the whistle.
Hometown ball.
And you see assistant coach Chris Young up early. He's ready.
Yes, he's
He's
locked
ready for
in.
his game.
All right.
DeLon Wright bringing the ball up.
Like I said, hopefully this is a close game. If anyone gets blown out, it's going to be the Black Pearl Elite, I think.
And an early foul.
Easy. Where's Steph Curry?
They caught that on Don. Black Pro Elite.
That'll be the celebrity shot. I thought that was
side out here from DeLon Wright. Throws it to Evans. Pulls up. Bucket good. Uh-oh, Lojo.
Hometown favorites. Out to a 2-point lead so far.
We talked about Jerry Evans before the game. He was hot yesterday. Let's see if he's still cooking.
Deion Wright. No good.
Come on, Deion.
Going back the other way. D. Wright. Almost loses it. Gives it over to Jerry Evans. Hot hand, no good.
Black Pro Elite is pushing it.
Mikey slowing it down. Gives it over to Don. Johnson swings it back over to Mikey. Mikey pulls up. 3, no good. Rebound, Melton.
And I'm expecting we're going to hear his name a lot today.
Absolutely. And he pulls up. No good.
Oh.
DeLon Wright with the rebound.
Ah, come on,
and he
DeLon.
pulls back
Finish
up.
at the
No
rim.
good.
Come on, man.
Camper.
Make your layups.
Bringing the ball up. Being defended by Chris Barnes. Gives it up to Mikey.
Oh, big
Mikey
block.
blocked by Jerry Evans, but a putback by Deion Wright.
You mentioned it before the game, Lojo. It's going to be a good defensive game, and you're seeing that early.
Yes.
Very physical play by both ball clubs.
Wright swings it over to Barnes. Barnes can't get it to go.
Camper bringing it up for BPE. He pulls up for 3. Too
No
strong.
good.
It's called for the
Stagnant
foul.
on offense for both sides so far.
It's a layup drill. Easy.
But Melton
Oh, he missed
blows
another
the
layup. Oh, my God. Make your layups.
Mikey pushing it.
Come
Gives
on.
it over to Don.
Make your layup.
Don is wide open,
Ugh.
and he's very
He's
short.
too wide open.
Rebound right.
Side step. Dude, these guys
Barnes
cannot buy
can't
a
get it
bucket.
to go.
Come on, man.
Out.
Rough. Come on, bums.
Everyone's a little nervous, a little, you know.
Maybe they went out last night. I don't know. Celebrating.
I don't think so. I hope
Deion
not.
Wright,
I hope
short.
not.
Johnson goes
board.
back up.
Strong.
And he
There
gets
you
it
go.
to go. You're going to see a lot of that from him.
He's a hustle guy. Just a little bit of everything.
Great post presence. Melton pulls up, and it's too strong. Treyarch gives it back over to Wright, and he knocks it down. I told you. He
Money.
needs to be more aggressive on offense if they want to win this game. Shots are not falling.
Looks like he might have heard you, Lojo.
Come on. Make your
strong,
layups.
Mikey.
God, these guys cannot make layups.
Picking up the pace a little bit. Evans,
Ooh.
and he gets it to
Evans,
go.
Evans was hot yesterday. So
Hometown favorites. are up 7-4.
You got DeLon Wright,
Camper pulls
DeAnthony
up,
Milton,
and he
or
gives it to go.
Those are probably the biggest names that you know.
Looks like they're knocking the rust off.
Yes, they are. Starting to fall. Nice crossover by Barnes. Pulls up mid-range, in and out. Rebound by Trey Orr.
Joyer.
Too easy. Oh, they called him on a travel.
One too many steps.
Pulled the chair out of him. He got that right.
And as Mouthpiece just mentioned, there's an all-women officiating crew refereeing the championship game here at the Drew League.
Such a special moment.
It's a great moment.
Especially when you think about it. It's also the only program that's led with a commissioner who's a woman as well, black
Absolutely.
woman, I would like to say.
Shout out to Chanel Smiley.
So this is history right here, and I'm so glad to be a part of it, Lojo.
I got chills.
Called a foul.
Mikey.
By the way, if you're just not tuning in, Black Pro Elite, we're wearing the black uniforms. Hometown favorites wearing the red uniforms.
Doing too much. Stay in front of him.
It's a foul call on the play.
All on the ground.
Camper's going to be headed to the line for two.
Make a free throws.
Body snatcher. Vince Camper.
One of the best nicknames in the Drew.
There's
And
one.
he knocks down the first one.
The Ben Simmons League, yeah. That's what it's looking like so far. I mean, it is a championship. Nerves are probably high. Cut him slack, but make your free throw or make your layup.
And knocks down the second one.
Made his free throws.
Black Pearly lead. Up by 1. 8-7.
Anthony Milton splits the double team drive, set up paint.
A
lot of
finish
contact,
at
no
the
call.
rim.
This is the
You're
shot.
there.
Mikey,
They're going to let him play.
they're going to let him play today. Mikey pushing the pace here. Finds Johnson in the paint. He's backing down
little.
Trey Orr.
Johnson.
Big, oh, come on,
Got the
finish.
mismatch, but no good. And Jerry Evans is going to bring the ball up. Evans dances on him. No good.
Say Evans has.
Rebound by Shea.
Three. No good. Nice hustle by Johnson, though.
Dude,
Keeps it alive
Johnson
for
is down there.
BPE.
Just, man, that dude
They
is
get
out
the
there.
timeout call. Great hustle by Jace Johnson here.
Man, he
2:34
wants
remaining
it.
here in the first
He's
quarter.
hungry.
PP up.
He's hungry.
BPE up 1, 8-7.
Take that.
Good game so far.
Good game. so
They
far,
had to
for
knock
sure.
off the rust a little bit.
Mhm.
I feel like a couple of them went out last night to celebrate
never
their
making
win
that shot.
yesterday.
Yeah.
It's Championship
Thanks.
Sunday. No excuse, just produce.
Not wrong.
100%. And, you know, it's a lot on the line here. It's a championship game. So, naturally, I don't care what sport you play, how long you've been playing, you're going to have some nerves
Yes.
early on. So,
That's
I'm
what it's
sure
looking like
you have
so
to
far.
shake that off a little bit. And now, hey, we got a ball game, though.
Absolutely. And you see the teams talking it over in the huddle. And Chris Young talking to the refs early, making sure that they're getting the calls.
Yeah.
There was a lot of contact on one of those plays.
Nice fast-paced game, too, by the way. It seems like every time there's a missed shot, the team's pushing it, running down court.
That's what they're going to have to do.
Yes.
I mean, both teams have a lot of athleticism. Small, undersized. Got to push the pace.
Australian NBL better than this. This is like Saturday morning at the LA Fitness pickup game. I know. People got to finish. Make your shots, man. Finish at the rim. You know? Like, get it. Nerves are high. Shoot better. Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, right. With the ball right now. Swings over to Mikey. He's directing traffic for BPE. Shot clock ticking down, pulls up from deep.
Nope.
No good. Camber with the rebound. It's going to be a foul call here on Hometown.
That's a veteran move right there. And BPE maintains possession. 2:19 left in the first quarter. Rocket gives it over to Snatcher, body snatcher. Vince Camper, double teamed,
Hey, turn the ball over.
loses it.
Oh,
Going
here we
back
go.
the other way on a fast break, and D'Anthony Melton
There it is. Let's go,
throws
Melton.
it down with a hammer.
Two-hand slam.
Should have gave us that windmill.
Defense
Give us
leading
that
the
windmill
offense.
360 between the legs, backwards, bam, bam, pajama, dunk. That basic stuff.
Yeah, right. Posting up, spins around, off the glass,
take
no
that.
good.
Good defense by Hometown there. D'Anthony Melton going back the other way. Swings it over to Ofure. Over to Evans in the corner.
He's
and
still
it's
wet.
good.
Feed the hot hand.
Deep two.
He is
Evans
stroking.
been on fire.
Leads all scorers with 6 points.
All right, Wayne. Thank you for handing out. I appreciate you. I'll see you later, buddy.
Mikey
Have a good one.
No good.
I am worse than Stu with the TV still.
able to save it.
Thanks.
Swings it over to Rocket. Rocket open. No good. And Mikey gets the
Good
rebound
board.
again.
Oh.
And he's fouled. What an effort by Mikey early in this game.
You can tell that young man, he wants this.
He wants
He
it.
wants this. Amazing hustle play. That's the type of play that gets the rest of the team going as well.
Defense. I just feel like BPE
line
is
two
having to
here.
work twice as hard to get anything going. That's the problem. I don't think they're gonna be able to sustain that during this thing.
And Mikey misses the first
can't
one.
make your free throws. They just
Got Don subbing in for BPE.
oh,
Misses the
missed
second
them
one.
both. He missed them both.
Jerry Evans bringing the ball up for Hometown. Swings it over to Melton. Melton,
Travel.
travel.
Took the dog to a park for
I
the
knew it
walk.
was something right there. I know.
BPE stands for Black
got
Pearl
their hand on the
Elite.
ball. I knew it was something.
Black
call by the
Pearl
ref.
Elite.
We're under a minute here in the first quarter.
But like I said, I feel like they're working
Walking through
twice as hard
traffic.
to just get anything going. Oh,
Nice
look at that
defense.
turnover. Oh, and he missed another layup. Stop missing layups. God,
No good.
Jamal McCoy being
man.
defended by Evans.
Hometown favorites would have
Jerry
like 30
Evans
points
swings it
already
over
if
to
they could
Don.
just make their layups.
John
This would be a
Nuevo,
blowout.
no good. Rebound by Rocket. And Ofure, another steal. Gives it over to T.Y. T.Y. swings it over to Evans. Melton gives it to T. Wright. With the clock winding down, 10 seconds left. And T. Wright is fouled.
Man, this should be. Honestly, I don't know. BP keep this up, man. Hometown favorites, they just look like the better
Side
team. They just
out.
can't make layups. If they could make layups, this game would
Melton
probably be over already.
Inbound the ball.
What a low-scoring game, too. Put the shooter in.
Eight seconds remaining here. I see what the hometown favorites can cook up.
Burton pulls up. No good.
Couldn't get a shot at the rim or anything? Man,
And
Well,
that'll
that
do it
was a
for the
rough first
first
quarter.
quarter.
that was rough.
Hometown favorites, 11. BPE 8.
Close ball game right now, and I think you hit the nail right on the head. It's all about defense. You see some aggressive defense on both sides.
Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Court, leading the turnovers. Physical ball game right now.
I love it. I'm all about the defense, man.
Old school.
All right, hopefully we get a
basketball here
better
at the Drew.
second
And
quarter.
make sure to tune in only on the NBA app and NBA.com. Download the app because you can live stream these games
Hometown
even
favorites, yeah.
all season long
Yes.
here at the
I
Drew
think
League.
they're the better team by like far.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
even
make
just
sure you
watching the
share
first
it
quarter,
with
as
all
like
your
rough
people.
as it was for
This is
them,
the championship
It's a
game right
championship.
now.
still winning. Like
It's a
they'd
championship.
probably be up 20 if they
We
just
got
made
bragging
layups.
rights on the line.
And, yeah, it's just and like I said, it looks like BPE's working twice as hard to
And as you
achieve
see,
the same
if you're
thing.
now
that-
tuning in, Black Pearl Elite in the huddle with the black
so
uniforms.
we'll see, but
And on the other side, we got the hometown favorites in the red.
I got 5,207 subscribers. Let's set a goal. There is 100 of you. I need. Let's
49
get to
season of the
25.
Drew
Let's
League.
get to
It's been a
225,
special year,
225
Logo. So
subscribers.
much
So I need
has
18 of you,
happened this
beautiful
season,
people in
and
this
it almost
stream,
feels like it's
to
been
go subscribe.
2
I mean,
seasons.
don't stop,
So much.
but at least
Absolutely.
18. Just make it
Energy and
happen.
action
And like this
Absolutely.
video. We only got
Stories
42
that
likes
have happened
as
in this
opposed to
year.
100.
The playoffs feel
current
like they're
viewers.
their own season.
And that's my currency. Subscribe.
Single game
and
elimination.
likes. So really appreciate
But
you
we're
helping
here
me
at
out.
the championship,
But here we go.
and the second quarter is
Second quarter.
underway.
Let's get it. Oh,
Almost an early turnover by the favorites. And yes,
threw it off
Miscommunication.
so his teammate's head. Wrong team.
Shaqtin' a fool over here early in the second.
McCoy bringing up BPE. Swings over to right. Was guarded closely by Jerry Evans.
Right, swings it over to McCoy,
Ooh.
and McCoy gets fouled on the play.
Nice strong drive to the basket. He's another guy who,
Terrible.
you know, comes off the bench but brings good minutes and good energy for BPE. I remember earlier this season when they played against the cheaters in the LeBron game. There was a special moment with McCoy guarding DeMar DeRozan, and things got a little heated. But you know, the thing about McCoy, he's a high energy guy, plays great defense.
One of my
and,
favorite
yes.
moments of
DeMar
the
was
season.
terrible.
Mine as well. Mine as well. I'm not backing
DeMar
down.
was definitely talking back.
Yes, he was.
You know, it's a rare thing to see him talking back.
Yeah.
Boy
LeBron,
misses
they
the
never
first
call
free
traveling
throw.
calls anymore in the NBA. Like, it's like that's like the least favorable call. Unless something just like crazy obvious. Like, I mean, they give these guys so many extra steps nowadays.
And misses second.
Do you think
Jerry
LeBron
Evans
is
with the
watching
rebound,
game?
gives it over to Wright.
I don't
T-Wright.
think that's the real LeBron James. but
Passes
yes.
it over to Melton,
Oh,
and Melton
money.
knocks
Money.
it down.
Money. But hey, maybe LeBron's watching this
14 to
game.
8.
He
7
did play in the
minutes,
league, right?
17 seconds left. And
He played against BPE. That was the team he played against. Look at this. I'm telling you, they're just not as
Almost a steal, and Melton
good.
recovers.
Pass it away.
Gives it up to Burton.
Another
Burton
one.
pulls up, and he
Transition
knocks
quick.
it down.
Telling you, they're going to end up blowing these guys out.
A quick run for hometown
It's gonna be a
favorites.
quick game.
Looking good here starting the second quarter. And looks like it's a timeout.
And BP is going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, I don't blame you. This is going to get out of
17
hand
to 8.
quick.
Hometown favorites.
Quick.
Smart
So,
timeout right there.
Low scoring game, man.
Definitely is, but it's starting to pick things, at least on the hometown favorite side, starting to pick things up on the offensive end.
Yes, after that miscue to start the second quarter, they've rebounded nicely.
Look.
No pun intended. And got a couple of buckets to go.
Most definitely. And one thing that I'm noticing already for BPE, they're missing the free throws. So they're going to need to knock those down in order for them to stay in this game. They're free.
Yes.
They're free shots. You can't blow those. So already missed 4 free throws here. So we'll see
As
if they
we've
change
said
it.
all season long, free throws, they're free. And that's been the determining factor of a couple games here in the playoffs. So
No, it definitely has. A lot of close ball games. When you look at the score at the end, you're like, man, who would have knocked down just half of those free throws that we missed, it'd be a different result. So we'll see how these free throws will affect them in the end.
And Dion Wright's going to inbound for Black Pearl Elite. Gives it over to Johnson. Big man sets the screen. And Mikey.
All right, let's see.
Gives it over to Camper. Camper being double teamed. Dion Wright is going to drive inside.
Dude,
and
he's
the
just
shot clock
he's having a
expires.
rough game.
And Burton
And he's
is
been
gonna
one
take
of
it the
their
other way.
best, most consistent players.
Right. Gives it over to Burton again.
Another
and he
one.
knocks it down.
They are draining
Two
on these
big
guys. I told
time
you this is going to be
three-point
quick.
shots
This game's going to be
from
over by
Burton.
halftime at this rate.
What a contribution he's had to the game. Very effective off the bench. Camper goes inside. No good.
They
TY
just throw it up.
gives it
They
up
just
to
did-
Wright.
They play for the foul rather
Right.
than the thing.
Over to
Another
Burton
one.
again.
Oh,
West
foul.
Side.
And one.
Amazing.
And one.
Foul.
Woo!
4-point
Three
play.
threes.
Man,
By
I told you
Marcel Burton.
this is gonna
He's
get, this
coming
is gonna
alive
get ugly
here in the
fast.
second quarter.
This is about to get
Someone's
ugly
on
fast,
fire right
people.
now, Lojo.
We talked about the runs early in the game. 23-8, hometown favorites.
All the NBA stars, Victor.
And I always
they,
talk about this.
their teams
In
are either
big-time
eliminated
games,
or
you know
they
who
just
the star
stay
players
put.
are going to show up.
Absolutely.
Who are going to be those others, those other
And you
guys?
mentioned it
Man.
before the game.
And Burton
He's
so
showing
far.
up.
What a! I'm telling you, this is
At
gonna
the
get ugly
line.
quick.
Potential for a 4-point play, rather.
Ooh, come on, make
And
your
he
free
misses
throws.
it.
Come on, bum. Oh, another turnover. Man, telling you, hometown favorites, they're just too good. They are literally the favorites. Look at that. Dunk on him. Ooh.
And foul against Mikey. Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there by BPE on defense.
Should have got up there.
Trey Orr will be headed to the line for two.
Make your free throws. There you go.
He knocks down the first one.
There you go.
Melton will come out the game. Chris Barnes in for Melton. And if you're just tuning in, hometown favorites in the red jerseys.
There you
And he knocks down the second one.
go.
And
Down seven.
BPE in the black. Black Pearl Elite.
They need to get a bucket, man. They can't get a bucket to save their lives right now. It's the defense, too swarming.
Right, he finds Mikey. Mikey dribble drives back to right. The puff fake drives,
There you go,
high
good floater.
floater.
He is having
Misses,
a
gets
rough
it on
game.
rebound.
Right.
Puts it back
There you
up
go.
And
and
he
makes
gets
it.
it to go.
Gotta get a
Aggressive
stop
play
on
by
that.
Dion. He's the guy who can really get going for BPE.
Offensive.
This is an
And they're going
offensive
to call
foul.
offensive foul on Jerry Evans. Legal screen.
Ooh.
Mikey gives it over to Eric Williams, a.k.a. 50.
Gotta get a bucket.
50 gives it back to Mikey. Mikey dancing
Doing too much. Oh!
and gets
Jump
blocked.
Yeah, there you go. Good defense.
Going to be a jump ball. Great defense there.
We've talked about it all game.
Too easy.
I believe that was Jerry Evans. Now there's an obvious height advantage for Jerry Evans, but Mikey's one of the most athletic guys in there, Drew. So
We've seen him get up a couple times.
don't be surprised if he wins this.
J.E. at
Right.
6'7".
Yeah.
They're gonna need a lot of help.
Mikey's
They
standing
can't
about
get a bucket to
6
save their lives
feet,
right now.
give or take.
And he has crazy bounce, so.
Down bounce. And
Nevertheless, Jerry
Evans
wins.
Look at that. Just
wins
out
the
hustle.
tip.
It leads to the
Barnes.
big time slam by
There it
Barnes.
is. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Hometown putting it on BPE right now, 27-10 with 4:45 remaining here in the second quarter.
They can outscore 16-2. That's rough.
BPE has to figure out something fast before it gets too ugly.
They
Everyone
got it knocked
pulls
down a
up.
3, and
Ooh,
it's
needed
good.
that.
Exactly what they
Needed
were
that.
wishing for
Big
in that
time
moment.
shot, yes. Very necessary for BPE.
First bucket by Williams, and it's a 3 when they needed it.
Yes. DeLon Wright dribbling around here. Looks like there's a call here on the floor. Looks like
They're
it's
going
a
to call
foul.
a foul on Mikey, and it'll be side out. Couple substitutions. Marcel Burton came in and hit 3 threes.
Oh, man. The last one was he got fouled, had the 4-point
My goodness.
opportunity. Didn't make the free throw, but, man, he came in on
Aggressive.
fire. Yes.
And Melton gives it up to J.E. Jerry Evans pulls up, no good. Rebounded
Getting the board.
by
Look at
Trey
that.
Orr.
Hustle. Ooh, don't turn it over now.
Trey
Too
Orr
little. He said
to
sit down.
Barnes.
Oh, beautiful.
Barnes.
Nice pass. Oh, good ball movement.
And
Great
there's
ball
Good
movement.
What? Oh, look at.
And another rebound
Too big.
by hometown favorites, and they get fouled.
Too big. Too strong. Too fast.
Jerry
too
Evans.
good. Too good. Make free throws, Evans. Make your free throws, Evans.
Evans at the line, and he knocks it down. First one is good, 28-13. 3:56 left in the first half.
BPE's got to get this. Got to find a way to get this back to like single digits, even if it's 9. Got to go on a little run here before this quarter's over. Or you're in trouble.
Knocks down the second one.
Down
Hometown
16.
favorites
You got to get this to,
controlling the lead so far.
Like 4 minutes to get this to like 9 or 10.
McCoy gives it up to Johnson. Johnson tries to feed Mikey inside and leads to a turnover, but
Ooh.
stripped by
Got it
Rocket.
back.
And Mikey inside.
Make
no
your layups.
good.
My God.
And another
Make your
opportunity
layups.
for
These
BPE.
guys.
Chris Barnes.
Jump ball.
And they're gonna
Make
call it
your
jump ball.
layups, man. You're right there. Finish at the rim.
BPE cannot buy a bucket
You
right
look
now.
tired.
Great
Well, thank
hustle.
you, Keith. I am
Getting good
always
looks,
tired.
but just not falling.
Always.
Second
It's
and
my
third
specialty.
chance opportunities.
Between being a father, YouTube work, everything, I am very tired.
Jace Johnson for BPE and Chris Barnes for hometown favorites with the jump ball. Another size advantage, obviously.
Ooh, you lost
And
that jump ball.
hometown favorites are able to control
They
it.
just stay getting
Melton
them.
bringing the ball up.
BPE looks tired. Fact.
Drives inside and gets fouled.
I just think the favorites are just too. They're just too good. They just have too much talent, too much size. Like I was saying earlier, I just think BPE,
Yeah,
like
you know,
they
this
have to.
guy
They're working twice as hard
beginning of the year
to
to
get
now,
the same stuff that
you've seen
the favorites
truly
are getting.
grow as a player. I
Yes.
mean, where he's at today, as he knocks down that first free throw. I mean, we already knew he was a good player just from watching him for Memphis last year.
Right.
Obviously now with the Sixers.
Right.
But I mean, you've seen so much improvement just with his pace, his ability to get to the rim, and I'm expecting a huge NBA season for DeAnthony Melton. Huge pickup by the 76ers.
Yes, that's going to be a great team to watch.
It will be scary in the East. He knocks down the second one.
And McCoy Shout out to our producer, GP.
Yes.
76ers.
Huge 76ers
Philly.
fan.
On the ground. If this is like a
Foul
20
call.
plus game at halftime, I think this game's over.
Side out for BPE.
I think this game might be over already, but we'll see how BPE can close this
Where are
quarter.
they going to find offense?
Man.
Nope.
Another
Johnson.
turnover.
Another turnover by BPE.
Transition 3, money.
Melton for 3.
And
Too
Melton,
strong.
no good. Going back the other way. Camper. Being defended by Ufure. Kicks it out to Eric Williams. Williams passes inside to Johnson, no good.
Thank you. God, these guys cannot finish.
Barnes. Drive.
Offensive.
And they're going to
foul.
call offensive foul. Way to take a charge,
That
big
was
man.
obvious.
Yeah, good defense.
Finish.
And Coach Reggie Morris is animated, even though they're up by 31-13. I mean, man.
He knows. He's been here. He's experienced. Game ain't over until it's over. So it's a lot of time left. So he's going to coach these guys up from beginning to end, as he should.
As he should. Talking to the refs a little bit as well. Camper inbounds to McCoy. Jamal McCoy bringing the ball up. Gives it over to John. John Nuopo.
Ooh, gotta
And
finish
he gets
that.
the contact.
Gotta finish that.
Headed to the line for 2.
Especially if you're trying to get back in this game.
Smart basketball play for BPE. Struggling on offense. You want to get to the rim, get to the free throw line. And this game, I mean, very similar, Lojo, to yesterday's 2 games as well. It started off completely one-sided, and then second half came along, and both teams went on runs to come back. So, like I said before,
It's definitely the tale of 2 halves.
Yes.
And as we see John knock down the first one, he's been great
Yeah, definitely.
for BP all season long as well.
Yeah, he's the guy who's kind of like that silent killer, so to speak. You know, he's a guy, I think
He's
I said it
Mr.
yesterday.
Reliable.
Yeah, but he can get 15 to 20 points, and it's quiet. You look at the end of the game like, wow. Okay.
And
Melton with an and one. Count it.
I'm telling you, it's just too easy.
Flexing
for
on him. He's feeling good.
Looks like the
It's gonna
NBA
be
to me.
a long game.
And Melton will head to the line.
Too easy for him right now.
And he completes the three-point play.
Telling you, it's going to be like a 20-plus point game by halftime.
Melton 9
It's
so
gonna be a
far
wrap.
in the ball game. Hometown favorites up 34-15. 2 minutes left in the first half. And Melton,
Step back, top of the key.
Ooh, look at
Too
no
strong.
good.
Jamal McCoy with the rebound, pushing it up court for BPE. Little in and out dribble. He says, I'm
Ooh,
going all the way
and
to the
one.
rim
Strong
and the
take.
foul.
Strong take.
And one.
There you
High
go.
energy play by McCoy.
Strong take.
I didn't know you had the vocals.
It's a grown
Lojo.
man play.
Only sometimes. And McCoy will head to the line. We talked about McCoy a little bit earlier. He's another guy that just kind of does the hard things, kind of silent about it, but makes the right plays at the right time.
Yes.
And they need these points right about now, so he'll try to complete the three-point play. And he knocks it down.
Bell loses the ball. Turnover. BPE fast break. Jamal McCoy to the paint again.
Again.
This is what
Finishing
they
with the
needed.
right.
So you need a
And
little
he's
run
bringing
to
some
close
juice
this half.
back into
What you
BPE.
need.
Breathing life into them.
Minute and a half left here in the
14-point
first
ball
half.
game.
Forces right to swing it out to Melton to, oh,
Ooh,
strong
JR.
foul.
Strong hit. Ooh, that was a good foul.
Traore will be headed to the line.
Yeah, Melton played at USC, yeah. Yep. Make free throws.
Traore, this is another guy, man. He does all the dirty work
Yes.
for hometown. Offensive rebounds, diving on the floor, taking the hard fouls, getting to the line. He's a workhorse.
That's great. But
And
I
he's
need
been
him to make his
consistently
free
good
throws.
for them.
There you go.
He drains the first one. We all know basketball is a game of runs.
DeLon
so
really hasn't.
I think it's important for BPE to try to go on a
He
nice
had, like,
run of their own to
what, he
end
had,
this
like,
first half, just to carry that
6
momentum
straight
into the
points,
third
something
quarter.
like that early
Yes.
on, but hasn't really done much then.
And Cater Traore out of Long Beach State.
Long Beach in the building.
Shout out to Jordan Bell, Chapter 562.
Yeah.
He had a great run this season.
Come on, make your free throws,
This
bro.
is the
Defensive player of
second
the
one.
year.
And Defensive
Yeah.
Player of the Year. But we knew that. Camper driving inside.
Good take. Oh, he
Can't
missed
get it to go. Traore with the rebound. Gives it up to Melton.
Missed
Melton gives it over to D. Wright. To Lon Wright. Steps back. And it's
Oh, he
good.
spoke his name and look.
And he's been playing
He heard
aggressive
you.
on offense today.
He
And
heard
he
you,
said
SM.
he talked about it pregame, and he must have heard you, Lojo, because he's looking good right now.
I definitely told him that yesterday also, but
Well,
I
he
guess he
listened.
heard me.
He listened.
Man, every time
Cameron loses the
BP
ball.
gets close, they
See
start
the
doing
Right
it.
frustration in his
again.
face.
Gives it in.
Ooh, good
Traore.
block.
Nice
Gotta
block.
What a,
call out that help
what a
defense.
block. McCoy driving coast to coast, and Traore
Foul, yeah.
gets a foul.
We'll make your free
Triple
throws.
teamed.
Yeah, I was telling you, this is going to be a 20-plus game at halftime. The game's going to be over. BP's
Traore
just
back
not,
at the
they're just
line.
not good enough.
The workhorse. Got 21 seconds left to go here in the first half.
In the penalty, they're going to shoot 1-1.
All right, make your free throws. There you go.
Knocks down the first one.
There you go. There's 20.
Drains the second.
Oh, what?
40 to 22. Hometown favorites up. BP's going to try to hold it for the final possession of the first half.
The games are free. You can go watch. You can just show up, watch
McCoy
the game.
gives it to 50. Rocket with a crossover. Drives. Too
They
strong off
cannot
the glass.
finish
DeLon
at
Wright
the
with the
rim.
rebound. They're going to push it for the final shot. Jerry Evans
Ooh, that was good.
barely misses it.
Man.
Too short off the rim, and that's how the
Say,
first half is
if
going to
he- if he
end.
ends
40
up-
to
if he would've made
22.
that would've been-
Hometown
that would've
favorites
hurt.
with the impressive first half.
Is it impressive?
From hometown?
All right, I say so.
The hometown favorite,
All right,
yes.
we'll
I
give
mean,
it up to them.
they're firing up on all cylinders right now, looking
They are.
good. I mean, DeAnthony Melton, he's ball.
In the meantime, you know what's impressive is that all of you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That would be impressive. There's 110 of you, 112 now. If you all hit that like button and you all subscribe to the channel, that would be impressive. But yeah, I just think BP's outmatched here, man. They were the Cinderella story. They had a great game. They should have probably lost yesterday, but they jumped out, were on fire, up like 18 at one point, and then just kind of fell apart. And then were able to close it out. But this game, not going to go the same way. I just think yeah. I think the favorites are just. I think they're too big, too strong, too skilled. They got the 2 NBA guys that are like legit guys in the NBA. I just don't see them. I don't see them pulling it out. They're talking about comebacks. All right, I'll put this back up.
The young lady who is the daughter of
Halftime
Tanisha
show?
Ware,
Here we go.
commissioner of the Drew League,
Yes.
Women's Drew League. Let's watch this performance.
Oh. Sorry, I gotta mute it. They're playing music, and I don't want to get the stream taken down. But we could watch it. We could watch the halftime thing. I just gotta keep it muted. The fancy dancing. It's poetry in motion. For context, like she's actually moving to like the song. I wish I could play the song, but I don't want to get the stream taken down. But she's actually like telling a story within the song. I've never heard this song before in my life, but telling a story. She's flexible. I'd be out of commission for a month if I did something. Try to lift my leg a bit. There we go. Music's up. There we go. Got a little halftime show.
Applause, y'all. You know how close you got to be to get your
Wow.
team.
Ware. I mean,
Beautiful.
that was beautiful.
And I want to make a correction. This is Casper Ware Jr.'s little sister.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, amazing performance by her. I've seen her grow up here in the Drew League, and it's beautiful. I mean, that's what
You've
the
seen
Drew
her
League
grow
is all
up, but you
about.
don't even know who
It's
she
not
is.
just,
Who she is.
you know, the basketball on the court, but it's about the community. It's about,
I've seen her grow up her whole
you know,
life. I
bringing
just never knew
people
who she
and
was.
letting them have a platform to just express themselves however they see. So you might have seen her on one of those Taco Saturdays
Yeah.
behind the desk, but it was amazing to see her perform. Beautiful.
No, so beautiful. I have a younger sister, you know, of my own. So, you know, be able to, you know, see the young lady out here,
Yes.
you know, move so gracefully and be able to showcase her talent in front of
Absolutely.
the fans here live and obviously all of our NBA crowd. I mean, it's such a huge opportunity there. So
It
beautiful to
is.
see.
I mean, I'm a former dancer. I used to do ballet and all that. You know,
You
you
never
can't
told me
tell
that,
because
Lord.
it's a little bit of summer
like the-
weight that I didn't
That's
put
like
on.
the,
But
yeah, she's
back
great,
in the
but I
day,
could've done better.
used to do my
Is that
thing,
what
and I
that
know how
comment
hard it
was?
is
Like,
to
yeah, I
perform,
used to
especially
do that.
solo,
Like,
you know, in
it's
front of a
like, I
crowd.
used to-
So
I would have been in
that
the
was really
NBA
amazing
if I
to see.
didn't break
Yes,
my
it is. Yes, it
knuckle.
is. I can't wait to see
Like-
our second half. BPE
Yes.
has a pretty big hole to climb out of, but like you said, it's
Yeah.
it can happen. It's not over yet.
Let's watch some of the highlights from the first half. And you can see Jerry Evans, who's been consistent for hometown favorites all season
on
long,
fire
but especially in
yesterday,
the playoffs. There, it's Evans again, knocks down the three.
Yes, and Jerry
And
Evans has,
Evans.
I think, 8 points so far, four rebounds to start this first half.
And he's only trailing DeAnthony Melton, who we see here with 11 points. My correction, 13 points in the first half. And he leads all scorers with 13. Then we see here Marcel Burton came into the game. Electric offense. He had 3 pointers, 3 back-to-back.
He was on fire.
That guy was unstoppable coming in. We might need to see more of him in the second half.
You talk about hot. I mean, that's Burton. That should be his nickname here in this championship game.
Misses in a game.
I mean, way to show up also, coming off the bench. But then Chris Barnes with the slam.
Highlight play, and I mean, as you can see, the hometown favorites, they're just sharing the love. I mean, multiple players taking turns. And
inside, outside.
Like hometown favorites.
Looking pretty much unstoppable. I mean, I did pick hometown favorites to win this game. And so far, my prediction is panning out, but it is, 2 halves.
No, most definitely.
Still got 5 minutes for the game.
And as you can see, they're going to warm up for the second half. It's going to be a crazy second half. BP has to crawl out of the hole that they dug themselves into in the first half.
Just make
40-22.
I just think
Jerry Evans, that guy right there.
I just think the favorites are going to come out and they're going to be up 30 by the time it's the fourth quarter. And this is going to be
He has 8
bad.
points in the first half.
Damn, all right. I hope not. I hope it's competitive.
And it looks like I'm being joined by the one and only Steph Rollins of Crossover Collective. And I'm just so excited to have this moment because, Steph, you are one of the behind-the-scenes people in the Drew League, but I really want to talk to you about your involvement in the Drew this season, last season. You've been involved. Tell me about, just kind of your involvement with the Drew.
Yeah, I mean, just fortunate to, just be a part of this community and this league. Had a chance to work with Chanel and Dino and Mike and everybody here and really get their approval and trust on us having a vision to help them, get more visibility and grow the league. So
really
one of the things that we've been doing, what we do at Crossover is really work on marketing, branding, league expansion and visibility. So the goal with this year was, one, to execute a lot of things that we had in the pipeline for the last 2 years, which you know about.
Yes. Firsthand.
But really just getting that off and just making sure that we had we got the Drew to a point of that validation and acknowledgement, and thankfully we were able to get the NBA involved with that. But also making sure that guys can continue to utilize the Drew for what people didn't even know was taking place,
I just want to take a step back for a moment. Can you explain what Crossover Collective is? Shout out to the fans here at the Drew League, but for the people that don't know, what is Crossover Collective?
So Crossover Collective is a marketing and branding agency that specializes in sports and entertainment. We do a lot of things outside of sports and entertainment as well. We do a lot of brand development for other brands, like CPG and things like that. But we also do branded content. We do original content series. Specifically what Crossover is and what it stands for is crossing outside visual representation. So as we work with a lot of the clients that we do have, our goal is really to make sure that we can help our clients find and harness the followership or the viewership or the fans that they have that they didn't know that they were working with or obtaining.
Right.
And create new opportunities for that to exist. And that's what we were working on with the Drew.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great transition. I want to talk to you just a little bit about what the Drew League has been like, up to this point for you this summer and how you guys have kind of expanded to other countries and, just the visibility that you've given the Drew League this summer.
No, I appreciate that. So Walt Brock, he's my co-founder of Crossover.
Shout out to Walt.
Yeah, shout out to Walt. Can't forget my guy. What we've been doing in this summer specifically was, we wanted to focus on media and content, make sure that there was opportunities for people to see and experience the league that hadn't had a chance to do it, that had always heard about it.
I mean, the Drew League is like, you hear, if you know type vibes.
Exactly.
But to be able to put it on this kind of platform so that everybody can see, only here on the NBA app and NBA.com, it's amazing.
I mean, that in itself is mind-boggling because we had a chance to take some guys over to Italy. So jumping back to your point about what we were doing internationally, what we're planning to do, and we were able to get it executed this summer, was get some guys over to Italy. We took them over to an exhibition, an all-star game in Bologna, Italy. Cool. Had a chance to go to Reggio Emilia, which is where Kobe grew up in his childhood home.
Wow.
We're also working on some opportunities, hopefully, to get something executed in Croatia and Germany. And really just trying to make sure that the Drew continues to grow and stay that platform for the way guys are using it.
Well, one of the things that people don't know is that the Drew League has been going international for years.
Yep.
But I feel like this is kind of the prime time to be able to show, how these Drew League players show up. I mean, a lot of them are overseas players as well. So I'm just curious, what do you see as the future for the Drew League moving forward?
Yeah, so I think the future for the Drew is really to just go ahead and make sure that we can grow the Drew to multiple markets internationally, so that as guys, as what they're doing currently, using it, whether you got guys coming from the G League or coming from other leagues and playing here to showcase their skills. The idea really is just to make sure that there's that continued through line, internationally, and allowing fans who watch the Drew internationally get a chance to, tap in and see some of these guys firsthand. So making a lot of these international markets places where guys can come to the Drew, or who are playing in the Drew during the summer, when they try to take that second career step, go so that they can, start building a fan base internationally also.
Well, I'll just tell you, Steph, one of my most early experiences after being here for 10 years was talking to a fan who had come straight off the plane from Australia to the Drew League. And, it was just a concept for them. But they had seen it on Twitter. They had seen some of the highlights on social media, but they had never experienced it. And they said that that was their first destination. They were in a layover just trying to get to the Drew League. So for you guys to be able to expand it to other countries, to be able to show people on the NBA.com and the NBA app is incredible. We love what you're doing here. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And Steph Rollins, y'all.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Right,
we're going to get back to the second half in just a second. I'm going to toss it over to the MC.
Before we jump into the second half, like this video and subscribe to the channel.
For just a moment.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We got 125 of you beautiful people. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm sure there are quite a bunch of you that aren't liked and subscribed. And here we go. What happened to the sound? All right, let's go. Get back to game time.
Mic check.
There you go.
Let's get back to the ball game. 40-22. Hometown favorites with the lead. Hometown favorite starts off the second half.
What's going on, Marcus? Appreciate you being here. And here we go.
Here goes Evans with the ball, gives it over to Melt. Melt, fade away. No. Dion with the rebound. Here comes Mike with the ball. Mike turns the corner, gives it over to Dion. Swings it back over to Don. Throws it inside to Johnson. Johnson for the lay.
Come on, BPE. Gotta keep it close. Like I said, I just want a good game.
Right with the ball, directing traffic. Right turns the corner. Bodies up, throws it up. No. Traore gets the ball stripped. Here comes Black Bane. Gives it over to Dion. High beams, gives it back over to Don. Inside to Johnson. Johnson with the body. Offensive foul is called.
I guess.
Big man got a little out of control. Evans said, I ain't worried about a thing. Both teams go to your benches.
Why? What happened?
Both teams go to your benches. The ladies have to have a caucus.
What do they try to call? What do they try to say happened?
It's like a normal day. They just talking about men right now.
Dude, where's this commentator been? Like, where's this guy been this whole
trifling
time?
we are. How much of a problem we be.
Yeah. they gave.
But at the end of the day, you still got to deal with us.
Who gave this guy a mic? Like.
Let's get back to it.
Oh, that's great. Can the whole stadium hear that? Or is it just like...
Here comes Wright, gets a double team, gives it over to Melton. Melton over to Trayer. Uh-oh, Evans. No. Lord have mercy. You almost hurt a kid. Gives it over to Mike. Mike with the ball fake. Gives it over to Don. Don, yes.
Ooh, he got the roll. Almost missed another layup.
40-26.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Right
What
with
was
the ball,
that?
gets a man on his hip. Right
was
now.
hilarious.
Ball stays here with hometown.
Hilarious.
Don family didn't like it one bit. Melton with the ball, gives it over. Uh-oh.
Oh,
No.
come on, man. Finish at the rim.
Gives it over to Mike. Mike throws it up. No.
Ooh, wow.
Foul on the play.
BP's coming back. Maybe we will get a good game after all. That or the hometown favorites just decide to start playing again and go up 30.
Mike going to the line, shooting a pair.
Make your free throws. Free throws. There's one.
First free throw is good. Second free throw is good. I ain't gonna lie, I like listening to the conversations on the sideline. Sometimes it's better than the game.
This commentator's
Right with the ball,
drunk.
gives it over.
They gave this dude a mic.
Offensive foul is called.
They called man. They try to keep BPE in this game is what they're trying to do.
Timeout, hometown favorites. 40-28, 5:51 left to go in the third. Right here at the Drew League. DJ Young free.
That's hilarious. BP ain't done yet. They aren't. I'm all for it. Like, give us a good game. Give us a quality, solid game. I'm all for that. Hometown is taking it easy, trying to make this a game. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like they're just kind of coasting now. Hopefully. Like I said, I'm all for a good game. Give us a good,
has a
solid
lot of
game.
fight left in them. Going on a nice little run
There's
there.
the
It's
normal
40-28,
commentators.
cut to the lead. Only
I don't
down
know what
12,
happened
and
to
they
the
forced a timeout from hometown favorites. You can tell the energy has picked up tremendously on BPE on both sides of the ball, but specifically on the defensive end. And BPE is back into this ball game. I love the aggression that they came out with in the second half, and let's see if hometown favorites is able to
I'm not going to lie, I would have rather seen
Obviously, they're still up by 12, so still pretty
seen
comfortable
that other
lead here.
commentator
5:51 left in the third
doing
quarter.
the commentary for this game.
But it feels like the momentum is shifting.
That was just so much better.
Into BPE's favor.
In the meantime, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. That would be wonderful. Subscribe to the channel. Got over 100 people
Deion
in
Wright
here.
taking it
I'm
out.
sure there's some of you that aren't subscribed. Subscribe.
Actually into Mikey.
And like.
Mikey nearly loses the ball, but recovers. Cameron with the ball, feeds it into Johnson, into the paint. He turns it over. Melton with the steal. Right, throws it up.
Here we go!
Alley-oop, slam.
There it is.
Trey Orr with the two-hand finish.
Too easy. Too easy.
Deion Wright posting up Jerry Evans. Taking his time, getting to the paint. Soft touch, no good, but Johnson gets the rebound, puts it up, gets fouled, and he's headed to the line for 2.
Rough, tough. Built to last, Duralast.
BPE, they must limit the
refs had to
turnovers
flag.
and continue
They
to
threw
just
some money on the
feed the
plus
ball
points.
into the paint. Good things are
The
happening.
refs were
Either
like,
making
hey,
it or getting to the free
we
throw
got-
line and
Let's
getting
take the
too
others
easy
the
one.
other
So
way.
I like the way they're playing right
We
now
got
and
BPE
aggressive,
plus 10.
but they must
they
limit the
got.
turnovers. As Johnson knocks down the first one. Johnson knocks down both of them. 42-30, BPE down 12, 5:09 remaining in the third quarter.
You know, I feel like they've given them every opportunity to get back into this game. And unfortunately, it's just been like they can't capitalize on those moments. But Johnson knocking down those free throws, I think, is still a lot of time left.
Yes,
They're
definitely.
only down by 12.
12-point game.
Foul call on Mike, 4th foul. BP's going to have to watch that, try to manage it. It looks like McCoy's about to actually come in here the next break.
And that's one of their main scorers. He
Lost the
loses.
shoe.
Chris Barnes playing out of his shoe.
Not playing out of his mind, he's playing out of his shoe, huh?
Tie your shoes.
He's too explosive out there.
BPE win by 4. I don't know. They're. I mean, I don't see it happening, but hey, you never know. I just think BPE's just out, man.
Chris Barnes is at the line.
Make your free throw.
In and out, misses the first
Yeah.
one.
Make your free throws.
Drains the second one. Putting the lead up to 13. McCoy back in for BPE. He swings over to Camper, who tries to find Wright in the paint,
Doing too much.
but gets deflected. Ball will stay here with BPE. Don with the rock, pulls up mid-range.
Ooh.
No good. Foul call here on the play.
Offense.
Looks like it's going to be on
They
Shea
blew a
Rocket.
lot of whistles. Like, they let them play the entire first half. They called, like, they
Hometown
blew the
favorite
whistle,
with
like,
the ball.
4 times this entire game. And now the second
To me,
half,
it's
they
about who's
called
going to
more
make the less
fouls.
mistakes when it comes down to it. Both teams have not played at their highest potential, as we've seen all this playoffs. But as you see, Jerry Evans throws it up, no good. Trey Orr tries to get a second attempt, also no good. Going back the other way, done.
Doing too much, man.
No good again. And Trey
Got the guy
Orr
wide open on the wing. And
gives it up to Melton.
I thought it
Melton
was
short
better
on the
to
attempt.
go up.
And
It
Trey
really
Orr is fouled.
He's just such a hustler. I've been saying
He
it all
is.
game long, but I got to get this man his flowers.
Yes.
He's all over the court, diving. He's getting all the rebounds. Man, he reminds me of Dennis Rodman out there.
Getting banged up.
Yes, he is.
You know, it's like putting my body on the line for this championship.
Dennis Rodman, huh? That's what we're comparing him to.
Don
now.
Nuopo will go
All
to
right.
the bench for BP Melton. Gives it up to Ofure.
Good move.
Ofure
Nice fake.
tries. No good. Camper. Camper
What was that?
deflected by Traore. Once again, Traore.
Good
And he
move.
gets
Nice
the
Euro
Euro.
step. Good
Hit,
step.
hit.
Good step. Wow.
Is that Ginobili?
Doing too much.
And Cameron misses a 3 short.
Evans
Transition
pulls
through.
up,
Look
no good.
You gotta make those.
Rocket gives it over to McCoy. Jamal McCoy
And one.
is fouled on
Continuation.
the
There you go.
attempt.
Yeah.
They're gonna say, count it.
Count it.
Yeah.
And 1.
Good call.
And one.
Good take.
McCoy has done his job of coming in here, bringing energy for BPE.
He's trying. He's the only one that's really keeping him.
He's had a
in the
couple
game right
of strong drives to the rim this game.
Yes. 7 points so far for Jamal McCoy. And he's at the line to complete the 3-point.
That's what I'm saying. They do. They just look way outmatched.
And a couple
Might
of
be about to
substitutions
go off
for
just
hometown
watch.
favorites.
I hope so. Hey, Bluck, how you doing? I'm glad to see you here.
Marcel Burton
Whose
in,
man is this?
as well as T.Y.
Dude, you're telling me.
Burton had
It's
the
going
hot
so
hand
well.
earlier.
Yes, he
Going
did.
so well
Let's see if he
yesterday.
can get it
9
going here.
quick
Just,
points.
man, I mean, the game was
And
kind
we
of
see
boring, but it was a
Jamal
great
McCoy
stream.
to complete the 3-point
And
play.
it's just like, boom, they just ended it. That hurt. He looked like Spice Adams out there.
Right? He's going to take it himself.
And one. Ooh.
And
Gotta
he's
finish up.
fouled.
Gotta finish.
Great move by D. Wright. He's been way more aggressive on offense.
Shout out
this
to Coach
game.
Lojo.
You know, I might have a team at the Drew next year. Who knows? And Wright will go to the line.
Make your free throw. There you go.
Knocks down the first one. It's a packed house here.
Oh, it is. It is.
Julie Championship.
That's what I'm saying. You couldn't afford the
Would
AC. You
expect
could,
nothing less here at the Drew.
like it's not like they just showed up randomly. Like they knew it was happening. Like if you had to move the venue, move the venue. Do what you got to do. You know, you're trying to.
Good.
Oh, good rebound.
McCoy.
Good take. McCoy's the
Foul.
only. McCoy single-handedly
up.
tried to keep these guys in
to
the
the
game.
line.
But yeah, I mean, like, come on. You knew that they were
McCoy's like,
coming. You were
follow
hyping
me
it up. You
today.
always said, like,
I'm
they were
trying
so
out
unprepared.
here. Follow
Try.
me.
Security wasn't doing their job.
He's
You
doing
know,
all
you
he
had all this
can. I
like
love the
supposedly
aggression.
people were charging like to get people through the back door. They were like telling people like $100 and we'll get you in. Like, you know, it just
And they're
it
in
wasn't
that weird
organized
phase,
at
you
all.
know, as he
At all.
misses the first free throw.
and it sucks. I feel bad for Jamal Crawford. You know,
the
because
game
that's like
could literally go either
you know,
way.
he's
You know,
putting his
just
name on the
depending
thing.
on
He's trying to get these
who
people.
goes
He's trying
on
to make
on
it
what
like a
run.
household
BB
name,
goes
and
on a
then
run
yeah,
before the end of this
you
quarter.
end
They're
up having
right
an
in it,
event
you
like
know,
that.
but
Yes.
That's
to
tough.
counter that, if Hometown goes on the run, then it might
And
be
he's
ball
knocked
game.
down that one. All right, and he does. So 47-34, 2 minutes and 36 left in the third quarter. And DeLon Wright gives it up to Burton. Burton is double teamed. Gives it over to Jerry
Money.
Evans in the corner.
Ooh, look at.
And he's off the mark.
And he turned the ball. He
Chase
got
Johnson
bombed.
turns it over.
God.
It'll stay with hometown favorites. And you see Darrell Wright, a hometown favorites legend, as well as, you know, Miami Heat champion, played with Dwayne Wade, older brother to DeLon Wright, who we see, who has the ball right now. Wright steps back. It's no good. And it's going to stay with hometown favorites. They have another opportunity. Just want to mention, You know, I've been here for 10 years, and one of my first interviews was with Jarrell Wright as well as DeLon, and those are some brothers that can hoop. I mean,
to say the least.
It's in the blood.
It's in the blood. They got the genes, huh?
There's a reason why I picked hometown favorites. I've seen these guys grow up and play. I mean, obviously, DeLon played at Utah, Pac-12 love, and went on to play in the NBA and is now with the Washington Wizards. But great legacy there.
Most definitely. Shout out to the Wright family.
And Dion Wright, no relation.
Right, make that clear.
Gives it to Camper. Camper drives inside through contact. Body snatcher.
Bullies him to the paint. That's what you
he
want to see.
rolled his ankle
Use that
trying
strength,
to
that
guard
size.
LeBron.
That opportunity is there
LeBron
all
was
game
Murray
long.
pulls
He tried
up,
to stop and got
and he hits
rolled his
another one. Fourth three.
I don't think
pointer
he's missed yet. I think he's 4 for
for
4.
Marcel Burton.
I don't think he's missed yet either. Keep letting him shoot.
Dion.
Dude, he's having a tough
That's a good
game.
look, but misses it. Goes out of bounds. Looks like he's going to stay here with BPE.
And Melton and Traore will come back into the game. T. Wright will go to the bench as well as T.Y.
Probably never. One day, eventually, I'll be like, oh, let me watch this.
McCoy driving inside.
Man,
No
finish
good.
at
Camper
the-
gets the rebound.
That wasn't a travel?
No good. And Camper
Good
gets
board.
it on the third chance.
Great
There.
hustle. Jace Johnson with the
8
steal.
points for Camper.
Oh, they might get this
And
back
Mikey
to 10.
going the other way. Gives it up to McCoy. McCoy goes up. And it's a
And one.
McCoy is
And look at McCoy getting
single-handedly-
energy. He said, I'm here.
He's single-handedly
He said, I'm
trying to keep them
here.
in the game.
BPE,
Good for
this
him.
game's not over yet, Lojo.
He is good. Maybe this will be a good
Going
game.
to the lines.
That's 11 points for McCoy.
Man, he's been balling today. Look at his face. I'm here. The look up in his eye.
I mean, relax, man.
And
You're
we
still
have a
getting
chance
beat.
to cut this
Like,
down
relax.
to single digits, Lojo, with
Wow.
a minute
Still
left in the
getting
third
smacked.
quarter.
Wow.
But keep it up.
MVP. And Don will come back into the game for Mikey.
I want that drunk commentator back. The one that was saying all that stuff earlier. It was hilarious. I'm surprised they gave that guy
And he
a mic.
completes the three-point play. And it's a 9-point game, 50-41. 1 minute left in the third quarter.
D. Wright
Right.
dribbling it right now.
Gives it over to Evans. Evans is fouled.
Ooh.
Bad foul there by Don. I know he's just trying to
At least they got
hustle
it
and
tonight. If they could get it
a
to
hand on
like
the ball, but
7 or 6, that'd be real nice.
it's not a foul you wanted, but he's going to send Jerry to the line here.
Get a stop and a bucket.
And Jerry Evans has been 8 points so far in this ball game, but not the Evans that we've seen during this playoff so far. So free throws here.
Yeah, and Jerry Evans he had a season high just yesterday. 37 points,
Man.
10 rebounds,
Make your free throw.
3 assists, 3 steals. So
Right.
Oh.
And he gets it to go. Wow, we've got a
Got it to
7-point
7.
game.
and the crowd is going wild, as well as the BPE sideline. 30
Wright
seconds
drives
left.
inside. No good. Rebound by Wright.
Ah, look at these guys. Bum.
DeLon is able to maintain possession.
We might have ourselves a game.
He's going to try to hold it with a possible last shot of the quarter. Everyone's on the front of their seats right now in the gym. He drives, guarded by Dion. Good defense, hand on the ball. Shoots to Jerry Evans.
And
In and out.
Give him that double dribble.
To end the
At
third
least we
quarter.
got. Hey, it looks like we got a game.
That would have been
That's
a
good.
big shot by Evans.
At least they got a game.
But 50-43.
That's what we
Going
wanted.
into the money quarter. And BPE said it's not over yet.
And Lojo, I told you before the game that there's something in the air that's telling me that it's just BPE's year. And I'm not going to, I know it ain't over. It's still got a hole to climb out of, but
I
it's
mean,
still
they
the
did
same
win a
momentum's on
few
their side.
awards. Coach of the year.
Yes.
Most inspirational player. We got a ball game.
Yes, we do. And
But in the meantime,
21-point
don't forget to
third
like
quarter.
this video
Impressive.
and subscribe to the
Put
channel.
themselves back into this game,
Got 118 of you in this
What
stream
a
currently.
momentum shift.
And
We
only
did
61
say
likes.
anything
Like
can
the
happen
video,
in the second
subscribe
half.
to the channel.
And they put together a great quarter to set themselves
I'm
up
5
to be able
subscribers
to
away
win
from
and contend
50 to
for a
30.
championship. I mean,
So
there's
I'm
a
sure there's 5
championship
of you out
trophy
there
on the
that
line
can
here.
subscribe. Let's do that.
Darnell.
I know I want
D-Block.
that. If I was playing, I would want the trophy, Lojo.
I want the ring.
I want both.
Because the Drew League rings,
shit,
I
you
mean,
gained like
wow.
400 subs today.
They're
Dude,
very
I gained
impressive.
like
Rock
almost 1,000
showcased it for
subs
us.
between
Coach
like
Rock
before
of
the game
ICANN
started and
All-Stars,
during the game.
defending champion,
I was
showed
at like
it to us
44,
all
75
season
or
long.
something
Bling,
like
bling.
Man,
and now we're at 52,
that's what they're fighting for here.
25. So we're growing. We're
We'll
growing
see.
steadily.
Hometown
So
favorites,
help
Black
me grow.
Pearl Elite.
Help the channel. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel.
It's the money quarter.
Yes, the
Love to
money
see
quarter. And how
all
we
you be
start
subscribed.
this
I'd
quarter
really
is going to be
appreciate it.
very important. I believe BPE needs to keep the juice going, keep the energy going in order for them to have a chance to win this game.
Can I have?
Here we go. I know the problem is that they're all about to be gone. I need more of those free stream games that are
And if you're just
have
now
like big
tuning
stars
in
in them. Problem is, we
on
probably
the
have to wait till next year for
NBA.com,
that.
NBA app, Black Pearl Elite is in the black uniforms. Hometown favorites in the red. Hometown favorites now has the lead 50 to 43
Straight professional
at the start of the fourth quarter. And Mikey swings it over to McCoy. McCoy, no good. Off the, I don't even know what that is. Traore tries to get it, but it's a turnover for hometown favorites to start the fourth.
Professional darts. That's great.
Vince Camper bringing it up for BPE right now. Directing the offense, feeds it to Dion, who's begging for the ball. Loses it, but Jamal McCoy picks it up. Shot clock ticking. Vince Camper, he sees, he pulls up from deep, in and out. Dion gets the rebound, but they're going to call an offensive foul.
Loose ball foul.
Victor,
And it's
no,
when
I
hometown
can't.
favorites win.
Like, those will get taken down. They'll get caught. I could end up losing my channel over it. So, no, I can't stream like NFL, NBA, stuff like that. Just like these free games that are available, I could stream. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we'll be able to
Melton
do
bringing
that.
the ball
I
up
have done a couple
for
times,
hometown
which
favorites.
people seem to like, is like I'll watch the game and just like commentate, but you can't actually see the game on stream. It's just
Melton
me kind of watching it.
feeds
and,
it
like,
to Jerry Evans.
reacting, which I mean, you know, if we're all watching the same NBA game,
Gives
we
the
can all kind
foul.
of talk in real time. I might do
You
some
got the
of
body
those,
snatcher
but-
right there. It's tough.
Cameron, he's letting them know, hey, you're not about
Yeah,
to
I
bully
can't-
me
I
in the
can't
paint.
stream
They
NBA
call
games.
me the body snatcher for a reason.
I already got in trouble for that when the LeBron game, the last LeBron game, not this one. After it was over, it started playing an NBA game, and I ended up getting in trouble for it.
DeLon, right? Gives
So,
it up to Evans.
I tried.
Evans.
Tried to see if I could get
Traffic.
away with it, but yeah, I don't want to lose
Gives
the
it
channel
over to
over it.
Melton.
This stuff, and also like
Shot
these
clock
these
ticking.
games. Ooh, oh,
Knocks it
bucket,
down.
man. But
A
yeah, the thing is too
two-pointer
is that these games
by
usually
Melton.
they get
Shot
demonetized.
clock
Like I
is
get
ticking.
copyright
Big time
claim.
basket.
So like that's why I have like the Cash App, Venmo stuff up there because
Mikey.
when I'm doing these streams, I don't get any money for them.
Looking for breathing
Not
room.
saying
gets in the
anyone has to
paint,
donate, but it's just
takes the
that's why
contact,
I
makes
say
the bucket.
to help kind of offset. The,
Big time athletic
the loss
move by
of revenue.
Mikey.
First points of the game by Mikey.
It couldn't have came at a better
Melton
time.
in and out. Mikey going back
pushing
the
it.
other way.
Doing too much.
Mikey loses it.
Oh, here we
Traore
go.
open.
Give us a show.
And he
Boom.
knocks
Ooh,
it
get dunked
down.
on.
The gym is going wild.
Tater Traore.
You tried. Sit down.
out their seats, took
Be
the
humble.
top off.
One hand slam. Talk about a nasty dunk.
KJ Bradley? No. Not off the top of my head. The name sounds familiar, but
Trey
I
Orr
can't
has been doing
put
it all
the face to it.
tonight in this championship game. You can't tell me that man doesn't want to win.
Man,
Deion misses it. Rebound by no one other than Trey Orr. He's everywhere. Melton, he's bringing it up for hometown.
Melton drives inside, loses it. Going back the other way, right over to Mikey. Mikey attempts, no good. Johnson picks it up, and he's fouled.
Rough. All right, come on. Make free
The
throw.
foul will be on Chris Barnes. Jace Johnson at the line, shooting.
Man,
Misses the first
make
one.
your free throws, bum.
Every point matters here in this fourth quarter, especially if you're BPE.
Especially when you're losing.
Gotta knock down the free throws.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Just had to plug that in. Subscribe. Man, he missed them
Misses the
both.
second one.
Bum.
And DeLon Wright
Liability.
bringing up the ball for hometown favorites. Passes it to the corner for Burton, and
Man.
he knocks it
Dude,
down.
he's like
5
6
for
for
5.
Five for
Goodness.
5. I was gonna say
Bird,
6 for
the
6.
man has
Dude, this
not
dude's
missed
on
today.
fire.
It's like it's a magnet connected to the
He-
basketball
he
to the
was
rim.
ready
On
for this
fire.
moment. Camper drives inside and gets fouled.
Crazy.
Wow.
5 for 5, all from the three-point line. Come on,
I mean,
Bird.
he had 3 in a row earlier.
Man. On fire.
If hometown goes on to win this game, I don't know who's the MVP of the game. So many players have had big moments throughout the game. As Cameron knocks down the first free throw, it's going to be hard to choose.
Man, it's really hard to choose. I'm like, Trey Orr has done all the little things that may not even show up on the stat sheet and gotten those kind of like,
50-50 balls. And,
Right.
Yep.
that
Diving
could
in the
have gone
crowd.
either way, but his body on the line. But Burton, wow.
Hasn't missed. Camper knocks down the second one.
That's 10 points for Vince Camper, 57-47, 10-point ball game, 4:57 left in the fourth quarter.
D right the drive. Nice
Good
move
Oh,
and
nice
a finish.
move by Wright.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Mikey slash and dash, finds Don, who drives, gets some contact, lays it up.
Terrible.
No good.
Get the
He hustle
ball.
for the rebound,
There you go.
but Melton ends up getting it. They bring the double team, swings it to Jerry
Evans.
Evans, pulls up from deep.
Ooh,
Off the
buddy.
glass, the Bacon's open on
Money.
a Sunday. And they force the
Jerry
timeout.
Evans, 12 points for Jerry Evans, and BP is going to talk it over.
You better figure something out because time is against them and the
Running out
whole
of time.
time. All smiles right now, headed to the sideline.
My prediction looking pretty good.
Hey,
D.
I'm not mad at it. Like I said
know.
before the game, I'm going BPE, but I'm on the fence.
I mean, I just wanted a good ball game altogether. And it's still anybody's game. 4 minutes and 22 seconds is a lot of time.
Lojo, I didn't know the bank was open on Sundays. I guess here at the Drew, they extend the hours. They keep it open a little longer for here at the Drew. So off the glass by Jerry Evans, impressive three-point shot.
Bucket's a bucket.
And we haven't seen, Jerry Evans get the hot hand. So for him to make that three, it's a little scary for BPE right now.
Yes.
But I think Mikey is going to need to get more involved on the offensive end if they want to climb back into this game. He's been a consistent factor for them.
Thank you, Carmen. I appreciate it.
Yesterday
Thank
we
you so
saw
much.
him get hot
Seriously.
early.
Let's see today if he
He
can
only
get
has
hot
2
late.
points today, so
Appreciate you
shall
liking
see.
and subscribing to the channel. Everybody. I mean, I appreciate everyone even just hanging out
For
here.
me,
just
I think
being
it's-
here, hanging
I don't
out
think they
with
got to
me.
score
I
points,
do. I
but
appreciate it. But of course,
they got to get some stops. You know, they
if you
can't go
hit that
bucket
like
for
button
bucket,
and
basket
you
for basket.
subscribe,
Right
that
now,
would be awesome too.
they have been struggling
but I
to
appreciate
stop
everyone just hanging out,
hometown.
supporting the channel.
Who do you
nonetheless.
guard? That's the
But
question.
Gotta go at
hit that like
everybody.
button,
At this
subscribe.
point,
Very thankful.
you look at the lineup on the court right now. Literally, every single body on the court for
Can get a
hometown
bucket.
has, and they have gotten buckets today.
Did he call bank? I don't think so.
Camper bringing the ball up, swings it to Rocket. Rocket gives it back to Camper,
Good time.
and they
Ooh,
turn it
turned it
over.
over.
Melton going the other way, pitches it up.
Ooh.
Called a foul on McCoy. Smart foul. It looks like it's going to be another highlight alley-oop play, and McCoy said, not on my watch. So sometimes, yeah, there's some smart fouls out there, and I like that one.
Absolutely.
Make them earn it from the line. Looks like they're going to call this on the
Side
floor. So, yep, side out. All right, directing traffic. ISO right now, guarded by Mikey. Trey Evans comes with the screen. Step back three. Too strong. McCoy with the rebound.
You need to
He's
work on
pushing
that.
it. All the way to the paint. Off the glass.
Offensive.
Foul on McCoy. Too aggressive. Back
Right,
to
came back
hometown.
and took a charge.
Yes.
He's trying.
Can't get
Give
on
him credit. He's trying.
offense. I'm going to get it on the defensive end.
Great hustle by Wright.
I just got a shout out. Sitting directly across from us,
Uh-oh.
USC in the flesh. There's a whole uniform, man. Representing for DeAnthony Melton, former Trojan. Shout out to USC.
Oh, that was
Melton.
nice.
On cue.
On cue. He must have heard the
Fight on.
You gotta
he
dunk
must have heard
that.
the fight
Fight
on.
on.
You gotta dunk that.
Body snatcher with the handle. Gets to the paint. Dishes it. Nice pass.
Oh.
Mikey gets fouled. Tangled up a little bit. Jerry Evans didn't like Mikey holding his arm right there. Gonna separate him.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that. That is, yeah. I knew he looked familiar too. I even said in like one of the first live streams, I was like, he looks like, I was like, he looks like somebody I know. He
not a
looks like
passion
a friend of
either.
mine.
There's 3:14
But also, I
left
was
in the
like, I
championship
feel like I've
game.
seen him somewhere. That's what it's right.
Nothing but
Yeah,
passion.
speak for yourself.
You know it.
It would be
A lot
weird.
of
It would be
heart on the
weird
line.
if that stuff didn't happen every now and then.
Agreed.
It just means you
Basketball
care.
at the end of the day, and they care.
The refs are huddling up right now, figuring out.
Shout out
What
to
the
the
call should be.
all-female officiating crew.
Let
Once
it be
again,
known, Lojo. This is
history in the
historical.
making. And Jerry Evans is explaining himself to the team. Like, I didn't like that. I ain't like that. Hometown favorites has to feel pretty good right now. I mean, 64-47, 3:14 left in the money quarter.
I mean, unless BPE goes on a crazy run right now, it's looking like hometown favorites might be holding up that trophy.
We've seen crazier.
Oh, we have. And it's not over. Let me make that clear.
I thought I was
it ain't
giving
over.
you the cue to give us a Tracy McGrady one more time.
One more time.
For the summer's over.
I mean, it's more. It's 3:14 left. So I mean, if Tracy dropped 13 and 30, I mean, shoot,
There you
BPE
go.
might be able to drop 70 in 3 minutes. So let's see what happens.
Okay, D, I don't know about that one. And Evans gets a technical foul there. Mikey will shoot too.
Knocks it
Took
down.
him 20 minutes to figure out who to give a technical to. Two-shot technical.
Knocks down the second one. And now for his regular free throw shot, because guys remember he did get fouled on the play. It was a shooting foul, so those first two were for the tech. And now he has 2 for the shooting foul.
Make free throws.
Knocks that down, but the ref is waving it off. They're huddling up right now to the side. Looks like there's some confusion here. Okay, free throw does count.
They
One more
counted
shot
it
left here.
after they waved it up? All right. It's because he made it. If he would have missed it, they wouldn't have counted it. Cheating, caught in 4K. That's what that was. Caught in 4K. Cheaters. They only made it because they only counted it because he made it. That's hilarious.
Mikey
Got them both.
Knocks it down.
knocks it down.
Got it to 13.
4-point play right there for BPE. Down 13. They got a chance, and they're trapping Melton. Playing aggressive defense.
Burton back over to Melton. Being defended by John. Melton pulls up, no good.
Better push it.
Rebound by Mike, and he's pushing the pace.
You need that.
Von Don in the corner.
You need that. Oh,
Too
didn't get it.
short. That would have
Needed
been
that
huge.
It would have been.
Rebound by Traore. They're pushing it right to
Ooh,
Melton.
I gotta
Melton.
With
dunk
the
that.
alley-oop soft touch
I'll
layup.
take it,
Melton
dunk it.
knocks
Assist
it
along
down.
right.
Amazing play.
Gotta elevate.
Johnson gives it over to
Ooh. See, now they're
Mikey,
just jacking
no
stuff up.
good.
This game is done data. This game is over. We'll hang out and see
Right.
who wins MVP too after the game. So don't go
gives it
nowhere.
over to
When the
Evans.
game's over, we'll see.
And
who-
Evans
Ooh,
knocks
Evans.
it down. That
The
might
dagger.
be the dagger.
The dagger.
It sounds like that's what Jerry Evans feels like. He's running down the court. He's feeling good, and you
The
can't believe
dagger.
that man.
But yeah,
Opened
after
that-
this game,
you
we'll,
gotta forget,
we'll stick around. We'll talk.
he had his
We'll
season
wait and
high
see,
just
who,
yesterday, 37
who's
points.
the MVP? The
big-time shot.
championship MVP.
Jerry Evans, 69-51, a little over 2 minutes remaining here in our
15
championship game.
points
Man,
for Jerry Evans. Who gets the MVP of this game, man?
I don't know.
If hometown favorites pulls off this win, which is highly likely, who gets the MVP?
I'm going to have to check the full-blown stats post-game before I make my decision. But just the eye test, it's just tough. It's tough because so many players have played huge roles in this ball game.
Yes.
I mean, naturally, you know, you want to give it to the star, you know, Anthony Melton, who
Right.
has been balling as well, not just scoring necessarily, but just making the right play.
Right. And 19 points for him.
Who do you
Yeah.
think is
So
winning
he's
the
the leading
MVP?
scorer
I don't
for
know. That's
hometown
tough because
favorites.
I mean I do agree with them. Like everyone on
Probably who
the
I have to
favorites
give it
have
to.
kind of just
Especially
have been
with
pretty
the impressive
equal. It's been a
season that he's
pretty
had.
well distributed game.
But I love what Traore has done. I mean,
you
he's
can-
the type of
you
athlete
can make an
I
argument
would,
for
you know, the guy
Evans.
who's going to make all the scrappy plays
yes.
and do all the little things. So I can just respect
He's like their
that
second leading
as a
scorer,
former
but also
athlete.
just like the defense he's played.
Shout out
all
to
the, like,
DJ
little
Young Free too,
things
man.
he's done.
He's always keeping the vibes
The
going
vibes.
during those timeouts.
Right.
They'll probably give it
Pass
to
it
number
over
two.
to Camper.
Probably who
Camper.
they'll give it to though, because I mean he was he's 5 for 5. Ooh,
Big time
Big
shot
shot.
right there by Camber.
running out of time here.
Under 2 minutes here. D. Wright bringing it up for the hometown favorites, and he's taking his precious time here, letting that clock run. Melton right in front of us here. ISO as the shot clock is ticking. Gets the screen by Jerry Evans. Melton drives to the paint. Swings it to Trey Orr. Shot clock violation.
You make an argument for Trey, too, number 18.
Moving a little too slow there
like,
on that possession.
He was a big momentum guy for them earlier. Like when they went on that initial run.
Evans is going to head to the bench.
And the clock is running. Looking like it's going to be the ball game.
The clock's still running.
Under a minute here.
69-53. Hometown favorites maintain the lead.
They just let the clock run out? The ref just held the ball and let 40 seconds go off the clock?
Foul call on hometown.
I mean, I get the game's over, but damn.
We have the fans saying it's over.
Yes. And I have to agree. And it looks like, yeah, it's going to be a running clock here, 69-53. And I'll say this is such an impressive season from BPE.
Yes.
They battled. They were the only team to beat Public Enemy.
Right.
And they beat them twice this season. So
yes.
That number 1 overall seed for them to, beat them. Obviously, they're not getting the result they want right now, but still got to hold their heads up. Very impressive
You got a
season.
new Drew League champion, though.
Yes, we do.
Hometown favorites. I think I told you.
You did.
D-Block, I think I told you.
You did say it. You did say it. And I'm not mad at all. They definitely deserved it.
Like I said,
There it is. The clock strikes 0.
I
They were just too undersized, too outmatched.
celebrating on the court.
Favorites were too talented. I was saying earlier in the game, like
69,
BPE had to work
Shout out
twice
to
as hard.
Actually, the general manager, Chris Young.
Chris
They
Young.
got one.
Shout to
They got
hometown
one.
favorites.
They got one.
I think Evans is MVP. He might, yeah.
The champion,
Like I
the
said,
2022
New
champion.
champions.
He's got the points. He played the defense. He did a little bit of everything.
Wow.
And I just want to give some final stats. DeAnthony Melton had 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists.
He did?
Marcel Burton with a hot hand. He had 15 points.
5 for 5.
5 for 5 from three-point land. I mean, man.
Melton's going to
what
get
an
it then.
incredible game he put together.
Dude, Melton, that
Jerry
was a
Evans
quiet.
with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and Cater Traore. We talked about him all game.
Melton's going to end up
11
getting
points,
it.
6
But
rebounds.
Melton, that was a
Delon Wright
quiet
with 7
19.
points and 3 rebounds.
Like,
New Drew League champion, and
That
Darrell
was a
Wright,
quiet
the
19.
legend, is in the building to witness it.
So amazing. Such an amazing season for hometown favorites. Fought through some, adversity early on. I spoke with DeAnthony Milton a couple times this year. I know there's been a few games that they lost early on where they just didn't have their full team.
Melton's
He just said, listen, we're
it.
able to all be their full roster, all locked in.
Right.
We can win it all. And he wasn't lying, though, Joe.
When I talked to them yesterday, they were locked in. They said, one game at a time, they're all playing for something different. But Jerry Evans, who had the player of the game yesterday, his mom is in the hospital right now. I'm sending my prayers and love.
Yes.
But she blessed him to be here today, yesterday. So, basketball, it's more than just a game. There's real life going on. But to see them come out with a win, hometown favorites, 2022 Drew League champions.
I think they give it to Melton. I didn't know
Anthony
Melton had 19.
Melton
I swear it doesn't feel like he scored 19
gets the
points in
game
this game.
ball.
I mean, I knew he got up there. I knew he got double digits, but I didn't think
Well
he had
deserved.
19. What do they say, 19 and 9 or something like that?
It looks like
They'll
they're going to do
they'll
some
probably give it to
post-game recognition.
My favorite
here.
part
So
of
we're
this
gonna
whole
actually
thing was how they just made
toss
up
it
a
over to
trophy
the MC mic
for
to hear what's going on the
Montrezl
court right now.
That's my favorite part of this whole thing. They literally made up a trophy. If
Where's
anybody,
Reggie and Reggie.
if
Chris.
anybody is in this stream
Chris.
that didn't watch this stream in the
Reggie.
beginning, go rewind it or watch it after the stream is over on the replay, and go watch
Chris
them
and
literally
Reggie.
make up an MVP trophy
Reggie,
for
coach.
just so they could give it to Montrezl Harrell. It's the
coach.
funniest thing ever.
Reggie, Chris. Need you over here, Chris.
And
Chris
also
and
like
Reggie,
this
we need-
video and subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't liked, like.
I'd like to present
Here we go.
the Hank Salvatore Championship Trophy 2022 hometown favorites, Coach Reggie, Coach Chris. And we just want to say thank you guys for coming out. Well deserved. I need Where's Kevin at?
Look at Delonte.
Hey, hometown favorite, when you get into the locker room, coach, when they get in the locker room, please make sure they get their hands, their ring size measured.
They get legit
Reggie.
rings and stuff too?
Chris,
Man.
locker room, they gonna get their fingers measured because the guy's here, okay? Locker room, please.
Adidas really paying this league nice. Adidas pumping some money into this Drew League. Got the custom shoes. Is that the MVP trophy?
Team is getting customized shoes.
Oh, they all get customized shoes.
It's a
Man,
beautiful thing
Adidas
to seeing
really,
them celebrate here on the
Yes.
court, all smiles.
Adidas
You see the
really
championship
showed
trophy.
out.
Everyone's getting their championship shirts, and it's it's such a beautiful way to wrap up such an amazing 49th year at the Drew League.
Yes, it is. And I would be remiss if I did not recognize all of the people that made this happen. Shout out to the NBA.
Man.
Shout out to Caffeine. Shout out to the Drew League. Shout out to all the players that came by, all the coaches that dedicated their time to this. It's a great season. Shout out to the Drew crew. And, of course, shout out to the commissioner, Chanel Smiley, and the CEO,
All right, come on.
Dino
Who's the
Smiley.
MVP?
Shout out to the voice of the Drew, George,
Yeah.
Preciado, and Mouthpiece, who stepped in
Let's
during the
do
playoffs.
The MVP.
Made it very entertaining for
But
us.
Adidas,
Shout out to
Adidas
DJ
really
Young
hooked it up.
Free.
You got some
All the
shoes,
people
you
that
get some
made this
rings,
happen.
you get some.
Congratulations to the
trophy.
2022
Man.
champions,
Yeah.
hometown favorites.
And shout out to us too, us as well as our homegirl Shay. We
Yes.
we brought it this summer too now.
Shay Live.
Shay Live.
We made it happen all summer long. It was an amazing experience. I couldn't have celebrated my 10th year better than being here at the Drew.
Yes, and I mean again, it was such just a special season, so many moments, so many memories that I will cherish for
Man.
a lifetime. And to be able to do this right here on the NBA app, NBA.com, is historical. And hey,
is.
hopefully we'll be back here again next summer, man.
First time ever live streaming on the NBA. I'm hoping so too.
Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in
I hope
all
so,
year
too.
long, all summer long.
Thank you
It'll-
for the
it'll give us
support,
stuff
for
to
the
watch.
views, for the likes, for the shares.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys.
And whatever you're doing in life and whatever you're doing the rest of the year, follow the Drew League's motto, no excuse,
Just produce
and we are out. Peace.
for Lauren Jones.
They're not going to show who won the MVP? Really? Well, all right. Never mind. I guess they're not going to show who won the MVP. So, anyway, that being said, hopefully they show the Drew League again next season, because I'll definitely be streaming them next season. And whatever other things I can stream for free, I will, without getting in trouble. I'm more than happy to stream them. But I still do regular live streams. If you guys enjoy the regular live streams, Q&A, just talk, come on, have fun, discussions, that kind of thing. So look out for those. Definitely do a bunch more of those. Like the video. Again, if you haven't liked this video, please hit that like button. It really does help out this video, the channel, everything. after the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. Helps me grow, and I'd really like to continue to grow. But yeah, there's 95 of you wonderful people in this stream. I really appreciate all of you hanging out here and stuff like that. Such a bad game that there is no MVP. I know. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't do the MVP thing. They usually, I mean, they even talked about it. Like, that's why I waited it out. But it looks like they're not going to give us an MVP announcement, because they said they're leaving. Now they're just playing highlights. And then they told them to go to the locker room to go get the ring size. So that sucks. They should have showed it. I mean, they did the award ceremony earlier. But who was this game's MVP? That's the problem. Unless they just don't have one. Or they just couldn't decide, like you said earlier. But anyway, yeah, again, I'm going to skate on out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Again, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. I do have a video posting in 30 minutes, so look out for that video. See you guys in the next one. Thank you.